afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third event of the 2007 Kitsap Destruction Derby season. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brett Woolard, again joined in the booth, at least for now, by the lovely and talented Nikki Lundberg. Pat Duncan will be our color commentator for today. The West Sound TV staff has been writing "You Might Be a Demolition Derby Driver" jokes feverishly since our last episode, and we're going to share their work with you tonight. Just before the trophy presentation of each event, you'll hear us say something like, if you clean your carpets with engine degreaser, you just might be a demolition derby driver. Or if the Snap-on Tools delivery driver has helped to deliver one of your children, you might be a demolition derby driver. Again, remember to stay tuned until the trophy presentation of each event to get the next joke. And here come the cars. The 51 car, that's Michael McCarroll, a new car here we haven't seen in the last couple of years. McCarroll's got a pretty big crowd back there. Dave McCarroll breaking his hand 2 weeks ago in a race, and Mike either died there or stopped a little early for the starting line. In pole position for the Big Car Trophy Dash, Dave the Hook Hero. 87 car, Dale Lumpy Avery Jr. 41 car, my color commentator for tonight, Pat Mr. Mopar Duncan. The 70 car, Chad Demarest. 30, Joe Kowalski, your big car points leader. 47, Kelly Enzer, actually driving in Dave McCarroll's car since he broke his hand. The 221 of Jeff Harris. The 42 car of Steven Sven Melsick. The 36 of Steve Harris. 43, Eric Hillbilly Nilsson. The 56 of Joel Hyman. And that's rounding it out here. We're coming around the pace lap. Kelsey's got the green flag, and we are underway. Third event of the year. Dave Hero in the lead temporarily, at least. Oh, and Pat Duncan nails him. Clears some space for himself. Actually came out of that in pretty good shape, following the 51 car of Michael McCarroll. McCarroll maintaining the lead, but he spun out a little bit there on turn 2. And now Kowalski has spun out Pat Duncan. Kowalski in the 30 car is your leader. Kowalski spewing, cooling. He's going to run out here before this race is over. And now the 47 car of Kelly Enzer challenging and taking the lead. The 47 car of Kelly Enzer is your leader. Kelly actually getting a comfortable lead here now, being chased by the 36 car of Steve Harris, who spins himself out. Eric Nielsen in second place. Kelly Enzer is your leader. Kelly there trying to get around Dave the Hook Hero. 5 laps to go here in this first race of the night. What does the 36 car sign say in the back, Mickey? You didn't see it?
I did see it, but I don't remember.
We'll get it on this next run around. Bid to drive me.
It also says bite me.
Yeah. The bite me's been on there for quite a while. And I'll get to that bid to drive me part later. Right now, though, Kelly Enzer trying to make up some ground. Actually, Kelly is in the lead here. 3 laps to go. $90 check to the winner here in this first race. It's the biggest payout minus a special event or a derby. 2 laps to go here. Kelly Edler running strong in the McCarroll car. And Kelly started in 8th place, so he moved up there pretty quick. He was leading within about a lap, wasn't he, Nikki?
He was.
White flag is out. Oh, and Kelly gets stuck behind Steve Harris. Dave Perot may have just taken the lead in the 113 car. 113, Dave the Hookeroo started in pole position, will win the race. Congratulations, Dave Perot. And I'm sure Kelly is going to have a few words for Steve Harris there. Although Kelly ran into Steve, but Dave Perot in his 10th season, sponsored by On The Go Mobile Auto and West Bay number 5. Congratulations, Dave Perot. Dave was also the KDDA's business manager 2 years ago when we at West Sound TV started partnering up with them. So we appreciate all the work that he's done. We have an interesting trophy vehicle tonight, Nikki. We'll see her come out here shortly. Some cheers from the 27 people that showed up tonight for this Derby. The weather was looking pretty bad during the day, but actually right now it's kind of comfortable. Of course, it's constantly threatening rain, and there you see on the left of the screen, Pat Duncan, looks like the 41 car is shot. Oh no, they're giving it to, actually Pat wins the first race.
What is that?
You know what, sometimes that happens. What probably happened was when Kelly lost the lead and you're that deep into a 12-car race, it's hard to know who had enough laps to make an actual victory. So the trophy car is coming out.
That's a Trolls taxi car.
What better car for a trophy car to Demolition Derby than Trolls Taxi? Who's that giving the trophy out?
That is Megan Dano.
Megan Dano.
Dano.
She's going to be the trophy girl for just the first 2 races tonight. She's also the 2007 Thunderbird Stadium Rodeo Queen. Dano's Septic, Dano's Hulk Hauling. The Dano family is a huge supporter and a long-time member of the KDDA. Some great folks.
Did you see the blue boots?
I did not.
Those were nice.
Well, we got one more race to catch her in, and we'll check those boots out. So Pat's got his trophy. He's climbing into the car. He'll go put her in line, and then he'll run up here and join us. And, hey, it's that time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have more money invested in the bracing in your rollover car than the braces in your children's teeth, you might be a Demolition Derby driver. And also, the Kitsap Destruction Derby Association is a non-profit organization. All the proceeds from the events go back to the drivers in the form of driver's pay and payouts, or are donated to charitable organizations. Last year, the KDDA donated $1,500 to Children's Hospital. The winner of a figure 8 race receives $30. The winner of a main event only receives a $300 payout, which is clearly not enough money to even overcome the damage the car sustained during the Derby. And don't forget about all the drivers who don't receive prize money but still have totaled their cars. These guys do it because they love it, and so do we. Well, we're going to take a break here, come back with the mini car trophy dash, and we'll be right back.
Racecom Electronics, providing communications equipment to military, government, corporate, and special events for over 2 decades. Racecom Electronics, communications on a budget.
31 car Michael Craig, 2 car Richie Sharp, 1 car Dennis the Menace Truax, 63 Mike Lester, 198 Matt Knowlton, 102 Andrea Foote, 35 President Steve Morgan, and we're underway. Kevin Smith in the lead, at least for now. Looks like he's running a front-wheel drive car, but KDDA President Steve Morgan drew the 12th slot in this race, and he will work his way towards the top. Kevin Little Dog Smith, about a 5-car lead. Lapping Victor Trent. Kevin Smith is running great.
backwards.
That happens when they get spun out. Sometimes they think it's just easier to keep going, but it doesn't always work. The 94 car of Kevin Little Dog Smith is your leader. Kevin having no trouble navigating this field in this first mini car race of the night. Dennis the Menace Truax locked up with the 169 car of Jordan Perez. Now Perez is able to get out of it. Kevin Smith, 4 laps to go. One thing they do in these trophy dashes, Nikki, is they used to be 2 6-car races. Now they've gone to 1 12-car race, but they give out a trophy for first and second place. 3 laps to go. For Kevin Smith as he passes flagman Kelsey Payne right there on your screen. That's a good looking shot of Kevin's car right there. White flag is out. Oh, and Mike Lester bumps into Kevin Smith, but he's able to ride through it. Looks like we've lost a body part over there around turn 2. A car body part.
That's good.
Yeah. Checkered flag is out and down. Kevin Smith wins the race from pole position. He never was out of first place. Kevin Smith in his second season from Bremerton, sponsored by Black Dog Racing, Brewski's Bar and Grill, Kitsap Stumpbusters, KBK Entertainment, Heart to Hearth Collectibles, and Mastermind Productions. Congratulations again to Kevin Smith. Now, we talked about Steve Harris had that sign, bid on me, or something like that on the back of his car.
Right. The KDDA is partnered with Kitsap Sun in the Race for Literacy program. Just go to kitsapsun.com/race for literacy for all the information. The gist of the program is this. You bid on 1 car of your choice until June 30th. Information on all cars is on the website. The winning bids will drive the cars they selected in a race during the July 14th Demolition Derby. All proceeds will go towards the newspapers and education program.
All right, thank you, Nikki. And the Kitsap Sun partners with these guys, basically, like she just said, to generate some money. And there's Brenda walking out from the Sun. They take all the money to give newspapers to schools all over the peninsula. So it's a great program, and the KDDA once again being charitable with what they got and creating some opportunity for some kids. And once again, Megan Dano, trophy girl for the first 2 races tonight anyway. Trophy's been handed out, so it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. If you belong to the Tire of the Month Club, you might be a Demolition Derby driver. Okay, we're going to take a break here and come back with Nikki's favorite event, the rollover.
Always Clean Incorporated, locally owned and operated, serving Kitsap County for over 14 years, providing commercial cleaning for office buildings, carpets, and windows. Always Clean Incorporated, days, evenings, and weekends, always there.
If you'd like to be one of our guest rollover judges, log on to our website at www.westsoundtv.org and let us know. And you'll see here we do a guest judge program for the rollover portion, and our guest judges all get free shirts. We're going to have some fun with this. We've got Mickey Ray mic'd up over there in the corner. And by the way, here's Patrick Duncan,
Hey,
my partner for today. Hold on a second, Mickey. Go ahead.
How's it going, Brent?
Hey, what's this here we got? What's going on there?
That was the big car trophy dash race there.
I didn't even think you won that race.
Yeah, I was.
Did you?
I knew I was close,
okay.
but I was hanging in there, and I wasn't getting past.
Once the 113 car of Dave Haro got in what we thought was the lead. The trophy, the flagman Kelsey was pointing to him for the laps. So I think there was a little bit of confusion all the way around.
Yeah.
But hey, congratulations.
Hey, we'll take it, I guess.
Well, let's bring Mickey Ray up. Mickey?
Hey there, good afternoon. Another lovely day in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, Mickey, they're sneaking out on us here.
Here they come for the rollover. 161.
5 points there for Owen Lewis.
It's a good 5-point roll.
What do we have here?
Sounds like a transmission problem here at the moment. It was running, but...
Can you see our numbers? Over your heads, judges. There you go.
10 points there in the... We're going, the numbers now are from 0 to 5.
And they are flaming.
So really 10 points out of 20.
Good.
You're right in the middle there. The winning driver in rollover points-wise gets a free DVD from West Sound TV.
You can't beat that. Good program.
You know what, Brent? I thought my life was a wreck, and then I came out here.
Yeah, that's just one wreck after the other. And then you met me.
Yeah,
now it's more of a wreck do you need.
It looks like Owen Lewis is going out for a second attempt here.
Owen Lewis, in his 7th year, lives out in Seabeck. Coming out here for a second run. Now, you were thinking for some reason it might have been a tranny problem, but let's take a look here. Oh, and again, see, these guys are hitting the ramp. 5 more points. Oh, and look at that.
It looks like somebody had their tires filled with water, as you can tell.
Oh, look at that, 16 points. He may win this thing. That's 26 total. Mickey?
Yeah, hold your points up, judges. Hold up your points.
Total of 10 in the overall competition.
Mickey Ray, you want to introduce one of our judges?
And what's your name, sir?
Chad Steiger.
How long you been coming to the Derbies?
Oh, about 6 years now.
You ever been involved in them?
Yes, I was a driver till this year. So,
What happened?
I decided to spend more time with the family, and I'm getting back into it by the end of this year. So
That's a good guy.
You know, Mickey, I remember calling Chad Steiger's name, I believe, last year, if not the year before for sure. So thanks so much, Mickey, and we'll check in with you here after the 17 car of flagman Kelsey Payne comes out. Now, I don't know about you, Pat, but I think they're hitting this thing at the wrong angle.
Yeah, if you come across it edgewise, you get a little bit more throw in it. Yeah, a little straight.
And he'll get 5 KDDA points, and we'll jump to our... Whoa!
We got some points here, Brent.
Well, wow, 18 for Kelsey.
Didn't he not make it over last time?
Yeah.
I think that was Paul Nunez, wasn't it? Or did Kelsey over?
It was someone on the Indian Outlaw Racing team.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it might have been Nunez.
And that's the Gregerson car from 2006 that just destroyed the record books.
There you go. That's a good one.
Oh, another 5. See, that he's going to be tied now for first place, but he is, looks like to me, with the first, I see the numbers coming up, and there's a couple 5s already.
We're not built for speed over here.
No, we're not. There's a lot of moving parts on them signboards. So that's 16 points. That's only 6 points away from maxing out. So 34 for Kelsey. Kelsey's going to be digging himself a new DVD.
All right, let's see what Steve Harris does. He might shoot across this thing edgewise here.
I've been trying to talk him into hitting it at an angle. We'll see how it works out. There he goes.
There it is.
5 more. And he blew his left rear tire, it looks like. So that could muck things up a little bit. So let's go here. Looks like we got 4 for 9, 14 points. There I am talking.
Not being built.
Well, we're not here for our math skills, I'll tell you that much.
Well, what do we get there? I'm on the backside of it.
Come on, we're watching Demolition Derby.
Yeah, that was 14 points there, Mickey.
Thank you.
Now, what is Steve doing here?
It's good somebody can add and read.
I think he's saying that his car died, maybe.
I think he needs more.
Look at that,
he
took one of his mom's seat cushions. You can see it there on his left, our right.
Hopefully he's all right here. Looks like he's moving around.
Let's go up to Mickey, and Mickey, why don't you talk to another one of our judges?
Sir, what's your name?
Some call me Tim.
And what do the rest of the world call you?
Tim.
That must be for you, Tim. I'm sure the crowd's wowing for you.
Looks like we're gonna let's talking about having a roll-off here. I just heard the judges say they might be going for another round.
That's what you do in a tie.
I guess.
Sorry about that, Mickey. They're going to do a roll-off, but we got time here. Go ahead and continue your conversation.
Okay, right over here. Sir, what is your name?
Michael Carl.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a singer in a couple bands, and I do a mobile DJ thing.
A mobile DJ. He's a craft specialist. We know that.
Cool.
And right here, who are you, my dear?
My name is Pat Neighbors.
And don't you have a family member here today?
Yes, I do. The trophy girl. She's my daughter.
And what's her name?
Stephanie Neighbors.
And what else does she do besides trophy girl?
She's a professional model.
Hoo-ha, we are lucky people today.
You know, I've seen her tonight, and you can tell her mom that 18 guys had to go to the hospital with broke necks when Stephanie was walking back through the pit area.
He wants you to know that everybody's flirting with you.
Stephanie has not come out yet, but she will here shortly. And yes, she is a model. She's done some modeling work for John Casablancas, and she's had a few acting lessons, so good luck. They're trying to do a roll-off, but none of the cars will start, so this thing might be done. Hey, while we got a minute here, this rollover segment. Oh, Steve Harris is going to
He's going to push the 17 to try to jump start it here.
Hey, this segment is sponsored by Terry Pate, Realtor, and for commercial, residential, or land, Terry Pate can be contacted at 895-9971. Just ask for the man in the Chuck Taylors.
Well, we got some life here out of 17, Indian Outlaw.
I mean, rolling over twice is bad enough on a body. Doing it a third time is just hurt.
Yeah, you definitely be feeling this one tomorrow.
And here he comes, Kelsey Payne Flagman for his third and final shot at the ramp, and he'll get another 5. That's 3 5s in a row. The judges are assembling the numbers. Looks like we got 16 points for Kelsey.
Well, if they continue to roll 5s here, Brent, we might be here a long time.
Yes.
It's a big deck of cards over here, and I'm not sure if we're playing with a full deck today.
Anybody who rolls a car over on purpose, not once, not twice, but 3 times, is definitely not playing with a full deck of cards.
You got that right.
Excellent observation. Hey, Wally's trying to get...
Gonna bring this one to a close.
Oh, I guess the 161 of Owen Lewis couldn't get going there.
Yep, so probably going to be Kelsey's for the winning. Hey, the winner each night gets a trophy and a $100 prize check. Second and third will get $75 and $50 each with no trophy. So congratulations to all 3 of our volunteers here, Daredevils. And I'd also like to point out that this and other West Sound TV programs are made possible because of our sponsors. Give our sponsors a call or visit their websites and let them know that you appreciate their support of West Sound TV's Demolition Derby and other shows.
And go to westsoundtv.org too.
There you go. And we're going to do a replay here. Doc running the replay machine for us, and here it comes. Nice little slow-mo. Oh, look at the neck pop when he settles out there.
You know,
great job in the back room. Go ahead, Pat.
I've done rollover a few times myself out here, and it definitely whips you around in the car pretty good.
Well, we know what happened to your dad on opening night, so we don't want. And if you hadn't seen that, Rick Duncan got. He got knocked unconscious.
Yeah, he was out for a good while.
It was kind of a scary moment. There was 2 serious injuries that night, and luckily
they were all okay.
Luckily, they were all okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to take another look at another replay here of one of the cars rolling over. And here he comes, slow-mo.
Nice. There he is lining it up.
That's a good-looking angle there. And then he can whip that tire around to the right. Just perfect timing. Look at the hood.
Yeah, he's getting rocked around there pretty good.
That is great work, guys. The backroom guys are doing a heck of a job tonight. And it's time for the if you've got enough oil on your driveway to start your own Jiffy Lube.
You just might be a Demolition Derby driver.
Okay, thanks a lot, folks. We're going to come back with one of my favorites. They can't all be my favorites, but the Minivan Derby.
Well, please, Your Honor, you must forgive me.
For commercial, residential, or land, ask for the man in the
Chuck Taylor. Hoorah!
It's time for the Minivan Derby, sponsored by Banks Lake Lodge. Visit bankslakelodge.com for information on all the cool things you can do out in Cooley City. bankslakelodge.com, and tell them West Sound TV sent you.
Well, we have 4 competitors tonight in the Minivan D-Derby. 72, Chris the Blur Rowland. 153, Vincent Lee Morris. 63, Mike Lester. And 113, Dave the Hookeroo.
For those of you in the audience that never liked minivans, this one's for you.
Now, if you remember, Brent, last year we had the Minivan Derby, and the 63 of Mike Lester won, and that's a 4-wheel drive van.
Uh-oh. Is that legal in derbies, 4-wheel drive?
Yes, in certain events it is, and this is one of them.
Also, by the way, Kelsey Payne won the rollover judging contest, so Kelsey will receive a free DVD. They're counting it down right now. Dennis Buckholtz, the PA announcer, always does a good job here for the Derby. And let's rock!
Here's Lester setting up for a shot.
Oh, beautiful shot. Lester puts on Dave Hero's grocery getter. Although, Pat, do you really want to hit him front on?
You want to use your back end as much as you can in this one, and Lester might have problems over there.
Yeah, looking like he's toast.
Yeah, Hero's in there. We got Vince Morris and Chris Rowland. Here comes Rowland setting up for a shot.
Oh, blew the tire right off. I tell you what, we're going to have to look at that shot and replay when this event's over. That was gorgeous.
I think that was off of Rowland. Rowland's officially done.
Man. There's 2 tires laying there. It looks like not only did he lose his front right, but he blew the spare at the same time.
That came out of the Hooks car. That was the spare tire in the back there.
Yeah, because there's no other car missing a tire.
Well, and Dave Heroux.
Oh!
Dave Heroux looks like he might be having some steering problems with his front end here.
Look at the coolant just spewing out of the front of that 113.
So I think Vince Morris could be primed to win this one.
Now, Vincent Lee Morris in the 153 van, he's also your M&M driver, right?
That's correct, Brent. Looks like he's got a taxi sign on top of that there.
You know what? I see it looks like the tie rod is broke on the 113, and that...
Yep, I believe you're correct.
The right tire just turns with whatever way the car happens to be moving at the time. Vincent Lee Morris has this one well in hand, I got to agree with you.
This could be one of the shortest demos I think I've ever seen, Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Vince is going to line him up.
Boom!
Nice. That was a nice hit.
Fans digging it over there. Oh, Lester got it going, but he's got to be timed out.
Yeah,
right?
He should be timed out by now.
Again, in a derby, 90 seconds without making a significant hit requires you to pull your flag, and you'll see all the cars that are still running have flags outside their driver's window. And once the flag has been pulled, you are no longer eligible you're timed out, and they tell you to basically stop.
Speaking of pulling flags, it looks like the 72 of Chris Rowland has just been told to pull his flag.
Chris the Blur Rowland.
And Dave Heroux is going to pull his flag, so Vince Morris.
Can you think of a better use for minivans, Pat?
Well, I think it'd be better if I might have been in one, but I'd be afraid I'd break my legs or something in front of that.
Did you see Vincent was holding his hands up like, hey, come on, you want me to keep nailing this guy? This thing's over.
Hey, what the heck?
Show some mercy.
Give the fans a show. Give them another lick here.
Now, everybody that enters this receives 2 points towards their season points total. And is it big or mini car points?
Well, I think we have all mini car drivers here except for Lester, who also races the big cars and the minis. So,
yeah. Okay, Dennis has just told Dave Heroux to pull his flag there. He's pulling it right there, or trying to.
There he is.
That makes Vincent Lee Morris our winner. Vincent Lee Morris in his 15th season out of Seebeck, sponsored by Morris Automotive, Wheelchair Library for You, and Web Designs by Sandy. Congratulations goes out to Vincent Lee Morris. We're going to take another look here at some of this can we say exciting action? Probably not.
There was a little bit of carnage just looking at 113 there.
There we are. Look at that. Knock the top. Oh, I see.
That was the spare out of the back of Hero's van.
Yep. Great job by the West South TV staff here. The heroes in the back room that you never get to see. Garrett directing, Jason operating the switcher, Doc doing replay for us, and Patricia doing the audio. And then again, I got Patrick Duncan up here with me joining us tonight. We have cameraman Michael Mathis, Kitty Campagna, and Erica Bruder. And my wife Danette running around shooting the stills. Glenn and Tony spotting for us. As a matter of fact, the wife's taking a picture of us right now. See, we had to smile and say cheese there for a second. And that's the crew. And again, we'd like to thank them and everybody for watching the show tonight. Here comes another replay. Guys are working overtime. Here it is right here. This was the beautiful one. Just knocked that.
That was the finishing blow, I think, there by Morris.
Look at that, the crowd digging it there. Okay, hey, you're a demolition derby driver. What are some of the signs a derby driver might exhibit?
Well, I think if you have a revolving account with Chico Towing, you just might be a demolition derby driver.
Trophies are handed out here, and that was the lovely and talented Stephanie Neighbors again doing the trophy duty for us here tonight. We're going to take a break and come back with the Joey James Dean Big Car Figure 8 race.
Got a little couch potato? Check out Banks Lake Lodge. We have fun summer activities for the whole family. 20 minutes north of Moses Lake, Coulee City offers nightly laser light shows at the Grand Coulee Dam, hiking in the old caves, and 28 miles of the best fishing in the state. Directions, rates, and information on local attractions are available at bankslakelodge.com.
Things to my belly opened eyes. It's a wonder that the beach patrol did take me in last night. I don't know how this started, but it always ends up like this. Laying 3 feet from an incoming tide and empty long.
Welcome back from the break. Let's get serious. It's the first Big Car Figure 8 race. 121 car, Clayton the Rooster Corey. 3, Gerald Torso Thorson. 58, Don Olin. You'll see him sneak in there. The 50 car of Andy Schroeder. 88, Ken Richardson. 78, husband of KDDA Secretary Bria Steele.
That's correct.
Jeremy Steele in the 78. The 55 car of Axel Hart. The 26 car of Daryl Kent. The 731 of Jeff Hiscox. That's a new car for Jeff. The family truckster was blown up. And the 15 car of Dan Shaggy Dag Allison rounding out the cars here for this 10-lap Big Car Figure 8 race. Kelsey's waving the green flag. Underway! First Big Car Figure 8
Clayton the Rooster Corey going wide into turn 1. He's going to be passed up.
Gerald Thorson blown out of the lead by the 50 car of Andy Schroeder, the rookie, who spins himself out.
Looks like the Rooster's going to come through and take the lead. The 121, Clayton the Rooster Corey. 58, Don Olin now will take the lead.
Clayton Corey spins himself out. That's the problem with those trucks.
Yeah, they're light in the back end, no traction.
Don Olin is your leader in the 58 car. Don in his 4th year.
And he's driving one of those feared full-frame Chrysler Imperials, the king of derby cars. He's got a big lead, Brent. They're stacking up pretty good behind him. We could get something right through here. Olin now. Olin's going to try to squeeze in front of the 26. And he put the fire out. Got it. Don Olin still in the lead as he's making his way around the family truckster in 731, Jeff Hiscox.
Don Olin, the Port Townsend driver, 1 of 2 tonight. 5 laps to go.
They are dropping like flies out here, Brent. Here comes Olin across the middle.
Olin able to take it easy here. Richardson in the 88 giving chase.
Could get some action here.
Too far behind.
I wouldn't hate to say Sunday driving, but Olin's out there to a commanding lead, Brent.
Don Olin, 4.5 laps between him and pay dirt.
Now we're going to get some action here. It's the Rooster. The Rooster going after him. And as they head in, looks like the Rooster's going to try to get on the inside of Don Olin. Olin keeping the power through the corners. Jeff Hiscock has got a left rear tire out. Here comes the Rooster. Not able to squeeze by. It's still Don Olin, and he is several laps ahead, I believe. And Don's in trouble. He's down into the tires down there in the soft stuff.
Now here's where it gets tricky. We'll have to see who the judges say is our first place car.
I'm pretty sure Olin's ahead by about a lap on everybody.
Now, you know, Jeff Hiscock told me that his car was running pretty bad, and Olin's still in the lead. White flag is out, 1 lap to go.
Yeah, I think they might have fixed the problem back in the pits. It seems to be running all right now.
He said it's running really smooth.
Here comes the Rooster. No, he can't get enough of him. And he does get him around. Olin's still way in the lead, I believe.
He is. Kelsey's looking back at the judges.
There we go. Yeah, he's got it.
Checkered flag. Don Olin, congratulations. Don Olin in the 58 car. Again, in his 4th season out of Port Townsend, sponsored by Pacific Environmental Services, Port Townsend Les Schwab, and Shannon Signs. Congratulations to Don. While we got a minute here, folks, the Joey James Dean Band is a sponsor of this race. You can go to joeyjamesdean.com for dates and locations of the band's summer concert series. I went and saw them last night at our place down in Silverdale.
Yeah.
They tell me it was pretty good, but I can't remember.
I've seen them once myself, too, and they are definitely a good band.
They are good.
They play a lot of 70s rock, early 80s rock.
We're going to take one more look back. Oh, never mind. And while we're waiting,
we've got another one of these You Might Be a Demolition Derby drivers.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, it is.
Look who I have here. Woo! Tell me about it, darling.
From Port Townsend, 4th year, first figure 8 victory.
Wow, I bet he's pumped.
That was a good race by Don. He was hanging in there and just drove her home.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mickey Ray.
So back to our joke here, Brent. If one of the presents you received at your 30th birthday party was a hearing aid, you just might be a demolition derby driver.
Either that or a rock star.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take a look at the back at that van crunch in the previous event. Boom!
Oh,
boy, those for vans they were torching each other.
Well, I think Dave Perot kind of got the brunt of everyone's rage there. He got picked on a little bit in that race.
Well, now that we've got the trophy handed out, we're going to take a break. Come back with the Crazy Eric's mini car figure 8 race. This race brought to you by Crazy Eric's, makers of the best gut bombs in the 3-county area, and I don't know what the 3 counties are. What, you don't like them?
Oh, just the gut bomb. It kind of...
Well, that's the old school burger. You know, it's got the fried onions, it's got the cheese, the meat, the bread, and that's pretty much it.
Well, then it makes sense.
That's right. Gut bomb. Gets in your gut and goes whoop. Kelsey Payne out there checking on something. Let's do the lineup here while we got a minute. Pole position, the 67 car Ryan Bang It Up Cooper. 8 truck of Corey Tucker. The 4 Frank the Tank Butler. The 80 Jason Spanky Lilybridge. Boy, Jason and Corey are buddies. They got to fix some signboards. 112 Mad Mama Melissa Moore.
That's
Chickie
right.
out there. You can root for, Nikki. 33 car Scott Carter. 149 Mark Smith. 85 Kurt Fubar Bratcher. You know what Fubar stands for? Don't. 711 Jake Elder or Rick Hicks. You never know. It's a rookie team car. And the 111, the former 44-year-old rookie in his third season, Bill Power. Cars are coming around. Pace lap. Kelsey bringing them in. And we're underway here. First big car, mini car, figure 8 race. 10 laps to go. Cooper gets spun out right away. And that allows Frank the Tank Butler in his second year to take a pretty decent lead here right out of the gate. Oh, was that your girl there?
That was.
Melissa Moore.
Talk about
She
that.
held up. She was brake checking, I think they call it. Oh, we got a rollover over the corner. That's the 33 of Scott Carter. That was a violent rollover. Looks like he's okay, though. Believe it or not, he'll actually be able to continue racing. And by the way, if a rollover happens during a race, the guy rolling over gets a I just got rolled over trophy, and the person that pushed him over gets 20 bones.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. $20 to roll somebody over. Guy couldn't make a living doing that. No? Well, I don't know. I suppose if you lived in a Frigidaire box. Well, they've checked him out. He looks okay. He will be able to continue. It's up to him. If he rolls over twice, though, he'll be done. He has the option of having his car re-teched. That's to have Dale Avey or Mikey Stevenson, the tech bosses, take a peek. Right now, they're repositioning all the cars to get the starting points back right. So, Nikki, how you liking your first night up in the booth? Actually, this isn't your first night up in the booth, is it?
No, it's not actually.
But we gave you a speaking role this time.
Yay!
I think there's still about 18 kids in rehab over that September 23rd video.
Rehab.
Should we go to a highlight?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I'm sure people remember.
Okay, we're back underway here. We'll find out who's in the lead shortly. I believe it's still Frank Butler right there in the 4 car. And that's what the judges are signaling. So Frank Joe just barely getting by 67 Ryan Cooper. A lot of little trucks out here. 5 laps to go. Mad Mama Moore wiped out up against the rail by turn 3. Frank Butler still is your leader with 4 laps. To go, Frank the Tank in his second season out of Bremerton, sponsored by the Butlers, and I don't think he means a bunch of guys wearing tuxedos answering the door.
No?
No.
Who's that?
Kelsey's got the white flag in his hand. You hear that crunching? That was some pretty good audio there.
That was good.
1 lap to go. He got spun out, but I'm sure he's going to be fine. He's got plenty of cushion. Now the winner of this race gets a trophy, gets to get their 15 minutes of fame with Stephanie Neighbors, our model trophy girl for the evening, and a $30 check. Checkered flag, congratulations goes out to Frank the Tank Butler in his second season out of Bremerton. Congratulations. Well, they waved the checkered flag once, and now they gave it to Bill Power. So, as often happens, a person will get in the lead and hold it for several laps. They have judges up there counting laps of the cars, and occasionally they will think somebody's in the lead and go back to the judges, and they'll say, nope, he hadn't completed enough laps yet. So congratulations goes out to Bill Power in the 111 car in his 3rd season out of Bremerton. Now we're going to take another look, Nikki, at the rollover here we had. Watch over there, center of your screen in the truck. Looks like he rolled himself over. He hits that bump that forms over there, and there he goes. That was a great job, guys. Great job in the back room. Hey, Bill Power sponsors our country style cuts and curl. You don't get that very often in a Demolition Derby sponsor. Cuts and usually get like beer and pizza and car parts. That's about it. Daryl and Betty Cole and Brown Knee Farm. Congratulations to Bill. If your regular car's bumper sticker says my other car is a Pinto,
you might be a demolition car driver.
Yeah, probably. You probably are. Hey, we want to hear from you, fans. Log on to westsoundtv.org and tell us what you liked or didn't like about the program. Your input is what makes the shows better. Again, if you'd like to be part of the show, let us know why we should make you a guest judge during the rollover competition. westsoundtv.org. We're going to take a moment here, properly thank Crazy Eric's.
Crazy Eric's, drive-through style dining for the whole family, located at the Fairgrounds, Belfair, and Navy Yard City. Nostalgic food, family fun, Crazy Eric's.
Welcome back, folks. It's the first big car heat race. Eric Nielsen, pole position in the 43 car. 221 is Jeff Harris. 113, Dave the Hookerrow. 47, Kelly Enzer. 70, Chad Demarest. 30, Joe Kowalski. 41, Pat Duncan. 42, Steve Sven Melseth. 56, Joel Hyman. 51, Mike McCarroll. 8 laps.
This one brought to you by West Bay Auto Parts. You give a call at 876-8008.
Beautiful evening tonight. A little bit of a light breeze. You can see the flag blowing there. Pit boss had to run out there, and I think he was telling somebody to put their goggles on. Maybe there's a little minor safety infraction. But we're ready to get her rolling here. Cars are coming. Eric moping along there in that 43 car in pole position. Moping, is that a good way to put it? Green flag underway. First big car heat race. Somebody just lost a hamburger thingy over there. Eric still in the lead. Dave Haro on his tail.
To a drive-through to get your hamburger.
Ah, there you go. How'd you like to be working your real job at McDonald's and have one of these cars come up? Eric, hanging on. He's 3 laps into it. You've got pretty much all of Duncan Racing out here tonight. 43 car Eric Hillbilly Nielsen is in lead. 41 Pat Duncan. He's only about 8 car lengths behind. And the 42 of Steve Sven-Nelson. Eric being challenged by Jeff Harris in the 221. Oh, Kelly Enzer is smoking big time. I can't even see the field. They blew something up. Look at that. That 47 car Kelly Enzer giving off all that smoke. And I him. I think he just blew up. Where the heck did he go?
Is that him?
No, that's the 113. Eric Nielsen, 2 laps to go. Eric had a pretty tough time last race. He came around the corner to win. When he saw the checkered flag, he did his donut too close to the tire and didn't actually cross the finish line. He was pretty bummed out. White flag is out. Kelly Enzer is just belching smoke in the 47 car. You know what? Pat Duncan might have just taken the lead. We'll have to check. Look at Kelly in that 47. Checkered flag. I believe it's Eric Nielsen. Man, look at that. Look at that smoke. I don't know what he's got that's giving off that much smoke. You can't, we can't even see. Look at that. We can't see half the track. That smoke's all right here in front of us. Have to find out what that was all about. Well, Eric Hillbilly Nielsen getting the high five there from teammate Pat Duncan. Sponsored by Olympic Artworks, Martin Motorsports, Mucky Duck, Jim's Auto Wrecking, Nielsen's Mopar Ranch, Dano's Septic Pumping, Fenton's Home Improvements, Crabtree Well Drilling, and Ablett Metal Products. Congratulations, Eric. This race is sponsored by Racecom Electronics. For all of your wireless communication needs, contact Jack Bailey of Racecom Electronics at 692-6979. And you know, as the trophy van is coming out, I can't help but wonder if your garage has more appliances in it than your kitchen.
You might be a demolition derby driver.
There you go. Thanks a lot, Nikki. And there's the trophy right there. Each one of them will get a trophy similar to that. Nice looking trophies. We got one right here in front of us. Pat's first one, he almost got one there. And again, there's Stephanie Neighbors delivering the trophy. Speaking of trophy girls, Megan Dano has joined us up here in the booth. What was the desire behind wanting to be a trophy girl?
Well, my dad used to race in car 47, Crazy Kelly. That's my cousin, so we're out here every other weekend supporting him. Obviously, I want to get good support for my rodeo because it's coming up next week, June 23rd and 24th, and so I wanted to be able to get out so everyone can know to come to our rodeo and enjoy it.
Now, you're a rodeo queen, right?
Yes.
For what?
I'm the Thunderbird Pro Rodeo Queen, and all the money we make there goes to special needs kids and Burn Foundation, so we kind of give back to our community too as well.
Well, what an outstanding program. Thanks so much. Say hi to your whoever it is that you want to say hi to. The camera's right over there. Go ahead.
Hi, Mom, Dad.
There it is.
Hi.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to take a break here and come back with the first mini car heat race.
Racecom Electronics, providing communications equipment to military, government, corporate, and special events for over 2 decades. Racecom Electronics, communications on a budget.
It's time for the mini car heat race.
Good job, Nikki.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we didn't have a chance here to get the lineup for you. We'll talk about the cars as they go, and we're underway. First mini car heat race. The 161 car of Owen Lewis is your leader, and he's being bogged down with the 90 of Shane McAbee. They're getting all jammed up here around turn 3 and 98. That's Stephen Sellers in the lead. And yes, there's another girl driving out there tonight. Who are you rooting for, Nikki?
I'm rooting for Christina Payne.
You don't want to say lug nut?
I wasn't really sure, actually.
Yeah, that's legit. That's Christina Payne's nickname is lug nut.
I like how she pushed through that crowd, though. That was good.
The 98 car of Stephen Sellers, 5 laps to go. He is your leader. And see, he's a front-wheel drive car, too. I've noticed a lot of the mini cars, front-wheel drive cars, seem to do a lot better. And there's your hero, Christina Payne, getting spun out by Mark Armstrong. There's 98 right Stephen Sellers. 3 laps to go. Stephen Sellers comfortably in the lead. Kathy Morgan in the 53. Your KDDA treasurer behind him. At least the car looks good. Bikini Jones Espresso. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Stephen Sellers in his 3rd year out of Paulsbo. Uh-oh. Stephen's having some problems. But he's going to get her across the line. Congratulations, Stephen Sellers. Again, in his 3rd season out of Paulsbo. Canopy World, Creative Wear, and Screen Printing, and Lou's Mustang. And we've touched a little bit on points tonight, so let me explain it to you real quick. Every time somebody enters one race, they get 1 point. And that includes a demolition derby. And it does not include rollover. There's 3 categories of points: big car, mini car, and rollover. Every time you enter a race, you get 1 point. If you enter a special event, you get 2 points. And if you win, you get an additional 2 points. Now, if you place in a demolition derby, you get 3, 2, or 1 points for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. And at the end of the year, whoever's the points leader gets a $300 check and points or dollars per point. So it's a really big deal for these guys to mass points up. So we're going to take a look at a crash here back in that race, how they all got jammed up in the first lap. And it looked for a minute there that those 3 were going to stop the whole race. That's a great job on the replay by the guys in the back room. And then Sellers was able to get out of it and eventually win the race. There's the trophy truck out there. And if your mail gets delivered to the fairgrounds,
you might be a demolition derby car driver.
Call a doctor because you need some help. We're going to take a break here, thank Always Clean, and come back with the 2nd big car figure 8 race.
Always Clean Incorporated, locally owned and operated, serving Kitsap County for over 14 years, providing commercial cleaning for office buildings, carpets, and windows. Always Clean Incorporated, days, evenings, and weekends, always there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for some heavy across the middle action with our 2nd big car figure 8 race, sponsored tonight by Paul's Carpet Upholstery and Cleaning and Restoration. Excuse me. Looks like we got them lined up out here.
And as often happens, the winning car, the 98, looks like had a little bit of a fluid problem there. Is going to be towed off the track. I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be minor, and Stefan will be able to put her back together and get out there for a couple more races. And Pat, after losing to Eric, teammate Eric Nielsen, I'm sure Eric.
Well, yeah, Sven got in there and spun me out.
I noticed that over at turn 2.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, we talked about it too.
Well, let's get. Looks like we're getting ready to be underway here, Brent. We got 55, Axel Harp. 121, the Rooster, Clayton Corey. 58, Don Olin. 3, Gerald Torso Thorson. 731, Jeff Hiscox. 50, Andy Schrader. 47, Crazy Kelly Enzor. And 51 is Michael McCarroll.
See, Jeff had to get push started there by Kelly Enzor. And we're underway in 2nd big car figure 8 race. And Kelly takes Jeff out right out of the gate.
And Clayton, the Rooster Corey, into the early lead, coming across the middle.
You know, Clayton's a good driver. He was the big car point champion last year, but I guarantee you he will not win in that truck. They're just too light.
We'll see. It's going to be a long race. You got 58, Don Olin, who won our first figure 8 here in 2nd place, followed by the 50 car of Andy Schroeder. And the 50 gets sideways between 1 and 2 down there.
Nice hit across the middle. Olin puts on Hiscox. Jeff Hiscox is having a pretty hard night here so far.
He's been getting knocked around pretty good. Now here comes Olin. He's gaining on the Rooster.
Don Olin already winning one race tonight.
Which was his first figure 8, I was told. So, Stanley Enzor across the middle.
Oh, almost took Olin out. Clayton Corey still in the lead in the 121 truck.
Here we go. Olin's got him. Now Enzor's coming across too.
Almost door hit Enzor.
Nice job by Olin to avoid the door. That's very, very crucial.
And costly, right?
Yes, it is.
Pat got fined in the last race for a door hit. Don Olin in the lead, 5 laps to go.
But the Rooster's still right there in second place. He's driving hard into the corner. You got the lap car of the 50, Andy Schroeder, with Clayton there.
Now, why is it that Kelly's Enzor's 47 car is belching so much smoke?
It looks like it's running a little bit rich on the fuel when black smoke is coming out, dumping a little too much fuel.
Okay.
But he's really moving down here in the corner.
So he's got some carburetor issues.
Looks like it, yeah.
Don Olin in the lead.
Oh, here comes Olin. Oh, he delays off a little bit there.
Well, Olin's in the lead. He ain't going to take anybody out. He's got 2 laps to go.
Clayton Corey, second place right here.
Look at that. Olin just stopped. What do you call that?
Oh, he's dead here. Now Corey.
Oh, Jeff Hiscock tattoos Olin.
And I believe Clayton Corey now into the lead. Crazy Kelly. Brake check. Oh, into the wall.
Crazy Kelly. The 50 car Stroller might be in the lead. We're going to have to look.
He's a lap down.
The judges, the flagmen are looking back at the judges to try to figure it out.
Now you see the Roosters running a little hot. You can see the steam coming out of the tube right here. It goes in the corner.
That's a gorgeous looking shot with that tube hanging out of there.
And the white flag for the Rooster, Clayton Corey.
At least for now, they're saying Corey's in the lead. Look at the smoke over there in the uncovered section.
We got a tornado going over there.
That's coming out of Kelly's. It's kind of spurting it every now and then. White flag is out. Roosters coming around turn 4, and I was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Corey wins the race in the pickup truck.
Whoa, now 50 here. Okay.
Boy, I gotta say, I haven't seen look at that hose. I have not seen a truck win a race, a big car race yet. So good job to Rooster winning that race. Clayton in his 5th season out of Paulsbo, sponsored by Dale's Delivery Service, courtesy Ford of Paulsbo, Stribel's gas station at Kingston. So congratulations to Rooster. Paul's Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning and Water Removal and Drying. For all of your needs, Patricia and the boys can be reached at 876-4000.
Special thanks to Paul's for sponsoring that last race. That Clayton the Rooster in the pickup truck drove to victory.
Now, how often does a pickup win a big car race?
Well, the name of the game in these figure 8s is just to hang in there. There's going to be a lot of dead cars. And a lot of times you won't know who's in the lead until the last lap. You get the checkered flag. So it's a good job by Clayton hanging in there.
We're going to take a look here shortly at a replay during this race. Here it is.
This is where Olin took him out to take the lead.
The temporary lead.
Yeah.
Good work by Olin there, taking out the leader to give himself the lead.
And he narrowly avoids Enzor's driver's door. And that was one of those big Imperials we've been talking about that can really lay some damage on. So it's a good job by Olin to avoid that.
And thanks for the replay, guys.
And if your Sunday best consists of coveralls, steel-toed shoes, and a helmet,
you might be a demolition derby driver, or a welder,
or a pit crew guy, or you might even be a flagman if you have one of those fancy zebra shirts.
We're going to take a moment here, thank Paul's Carpet, Upholstery, Cleaning, and Restoration, and come right back with our second mini car figure 8 race.
Paul's Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning and Restoration has been serving the Kitsap community for over 27 years. Patricia, Michael, Aaron, and Doug are pleased to help underwrite West Sound Community TV productions of local community events.
Welcome back. It's the Chuck Taylor race, the second mini car figure 8 race there, as we see the beautiful hose work of Rooster Corey. And we've got a special guest up here in the booth tonight, the second of our 2 trophy girls. Why don't you take a minute here and introduce yourself?
My name is Stephanie Neighbors, and I'm a professional model. I'm also in the Kitsap County Sheriff Cadet Program. I've been for almost 4 years, and this has been a huge dream of mine, to be a trophy girl for years, almost 2 decades.
Trophy girl at like Daytona? Or
eventually, yes.
Okay, all right. So, not the KD. Well, yeah, all right. Then we like to pick on these guys. So now you're just out of high school. You're 20 years old, right?
21. Yes.
So you're doing some modeling,
yes.
Taking some acting lessons. Are we going to see you on the big screen anytime soon?
I'm hoping to.
Okay, cool. Are you going to remember all of us little people?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining us. All right, it's time to get back to the race. I'm going to give that mic to my partner, and thanks for visiting.
Thank you.
Chris Rowland, 198. Matt Olson, 102. Andrea Foote, 153.
Time for the lineups here as I get my partner Pat back. I don't know. I've had these 3 gorgeous women up here with me, Pat. I might have to just ditch you. But the 02 car, Richie Sharp, 72. Chris the Blur Rowland. Where is he? I don't know. I just saw a big blur. 198, Matt Knowlton. 102, Andrea Foote. 153, Vincent Lee Morris. 35, Steve Morgan. 119, Victor Trent. 31, Michael Craig. 711, Jake Elder. And 94, Kevin Little Dog Smith.
All right, second minicar figure eight, sponsored by Terry Pate Realtor.
As for the man in the Chuck Taylors, and the green flag is out. We're underway. Richie Sharp, KDDA Vice President, in the lead.
Followed closely by 72, Chris Rowland. Richie is opening up a little bit of lead as they come across. Steve Morgan getting in the action.
Morgan is a force to be reckoned with, taking home 5 trophies on opening night. He's got that. What kind of car is that? It's front-wheel drive, but I don't know what brand it is.
That's a Chrysler LeBaron, and a little secret on that, it's turbocharged. So look for some speed out of 35 as he takes over the second spot.
Oh, we just had a rollover.
Oh, but he's back on his wheels.
It was the 7-Eleven truck of Jake Elder. Now that might be Rick Hicks driving it. It's a team car. That means either one of the 2 can be driving it. Rookie team. Looks like they're okay. We got the wrong car there, guys. 7-Eleven to the right. There we go.
He looks okay. Bill's over there checking him out.
Yep, 2 thumbs up. They're running off the track, and we'll be back underway here shortly.
So right now we got the 02 Richard Sharp, 35 Steve Morgan second place, 72 Chris the Blur Rowland is in third.
Green flag out, no need to reposition anybody. And as so often happens, the car that rolled over is still going.
Now Morgan just took over the lead from Richie Sharp.
Oh, now he's hooked to Mike Craig's 31 car and gets spun out and crunched with the 94.
So the 02 Richie Sharp retaking the lead. Steve Morgan and Chris Rowland now in second. Steve Morgan back to third.
5 laps to go. Morgan trying to climb the ladder, get back in the lead, but right now it's Richie Sharp's race to win.
And 72 Chris Rowland is coming on because 02 is having to deal with the lap traffic there. Now Richie gets by him.
Yeah, that's a problem in these figure eights.
And here comes 72 Chris Rowland now.
Oh, Chris just lost his wheel. You saw it rolling there on the bottom right of the screen. That was a classic. The guy's just driving and the wheel pops off.
I think it's safe to say he's out of commission for this.
I think you might be right.
Now 02 Richie Sharp out to a huge lead. Second place may still be Morgan.
2 laps to go. Richie Sharp in his 18th season out of Paulsbo, the drywaller. Oh, nice hit there. The Victor Trent laid on.
He got rolled.
He's hurt. Victor Trent is waving in some help. Kevin Little Dog Smith in his second year. Looks like he might be hurt.
He took a pretty good whack there. You see him come almost all the way across to the passenger side of the seat. Yeah, this doesn't look good, Brent.
He was just drilled. Here comes the ambulance. And again, for safety reasons, one thing the KDDA does very well is they have medical and fire on scene ready to go. And they're wanting him, they're needing help now. Okay, he's moving around.
This is why it's good to have the Olympic ambulance crew out here supporting us. We hope we don't have to use them, but time and time again, sometimes you end up with a good hit. And
you're in a pretty dangerous sport here.
Especially right there in the middle of that X. I bet you that's worse than any Los Angeles freeway right there.
Yep. And that was just a powerful hit on the passenger door delivered by Victor Trent.
It was a good legal hit, nothing bad about it, but
the only illegal hit is an intentional driver's side door hit.
That was all passenger there. You caught a lot of iron, so.
Well, while we figure out this situation, Pat, we're just going to go ahead, take a break, and we'll be right back here. We'll give you the information.
West Sound Community Television, a nonprofit organization, proudly celebrates 10 years of serving the citizens of the Kitsap Peninsula. West Sound creates television programs of our community's events, promotes local non-commercial TV as an important community asset, and develops media capabilities through educational partnerships. Support local public television and West Sound TV through program underwriting and your donation. Check us out at westsoundtv.org or call 360-613-9734.
Good news, folks. Kevin Little Dog Smith in his second year is good to go. You see him there walking towards the ambulance where they're checking him out. He's waving at the crowd. The crowd's giving him the applause. We're going to take a quick look here at the hit that caused this. And watch him.
Oh, yeah.
94 gets hit, the 119 right there.
And you just see him jostle in the seat there. He came all the way to the passenger side.
That's right. That's right. Good work there by the staff. And also ace cameraman Michael Mathis told us that from his position he could see that Kevin Little Dog Smith was actually unconscious. So good to see that he's in pretty good shape here. Although I don't like them leaving that 94 car parked right out in the middle of the track there. I'm sure they're going to have to move that, right? They're not going to continue the race with the car in the center.
Yeah, I think they're going to go with it, Brent. You got dead cars all over. Here we go, back under action. 0-2, Richie Sharp in the lead.
3 cars still running here. We started with 10.
This is the white flag lap. He's getting caught up over there in the 31 car.
And guess who's right behind him now? And Steve Morgan smelling some blood.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Richie's going to guide her in.
Oh, Morgan is going to be close, but no cigar. Yeah. Richie Sharp wins the race. Congratulations, Rich. It is 18th season out of Paulsbo, sponsored by Judkins Drywall, Kitsap Recycling, Toyota Boys Racing, and Blue Brick Bagel. And looks like he's doing a victory lap here. He looks like a space ball with that big white helmet, doesn't he? Hail Screw!
That is one of my favorite all-time movies. And yes, he does. Boy, Richie Sharp making a few extra laps here. Somebody needs to tell him he won the race.
Yeah, and Kelsey's going, hey, man, what are you doing?
It's going to hurt his fuel mileage, I think.
Yeah. Hey, for commercial, residential, or land, call Terry Pate, Realtor, at 895-9971. The trophy van is out.
The Trolls taxi van.
Again, driven by Janet and Gary Dyer, owners of Trolls Taxi. And beautiful trophy girl there, Megan Dano, Thunderbird Stadium 2007 Rodeo Queen. And I'll tell you what, if you think the word retire means that you're ready to change a flat,
you just might be a demolition derby driver.
Okay, thank you so much to Terry Pate. We'll take a break here and come back with the Banks Lake Lodge second big car heat race.
Well, please, Your Honor, you must forgive me.
For commercial, residential, or land, ask for the man in the Chuck Taylor. Hoorah!
Track conditions tonight are fast, and that's causing some problems tonight, Pat.
Yeah, we've had a lot of speed, couple of rollovers, and one injury to speak of tonight.
Yeah, a pretty major injury to Kevin Little Dog Smith, and Mickey Ray had a chance to talk with him in the pits. Mickey?
Yeah, Brent, I was over there in the pits when they took Kevin Smith out in the ambulance. His knees was shaking, and he did get knocked out there. Very concerned about him. We have another ambulance coming. He might be going into the hospital.
And here, Pat, as we look at this hit again.
Yeah, the 119 hit him square in the iron, and you see Kevin Smith inside there. He might have hit his head on the passenger side floor.
You know, I don't think Kevin saw the hit coming. If you look at it, he gets hit in the side, and it jerks him all the way over to that passenger side door. Mickey Ray, so they're taking him to the hospital.
Yeah, we do have another ambulance coming in. He is surrounded by his family and friends and his fans, and we all want to say a little prayer, make sure he is going to make it to the next Derby.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mickey.
You bet.
Okay, the cars are going to come out here for the big car heat race. We got 8 cars, 10 laps, and this is the Banks Lake Lodge big car heat race. Banks Lake Lodge is located in beautiful Cooley City, Washington, just north of Moses Lake. Visit www.bankslakelodge.com for more details.
All right, big car second heat.
In pole position. You know this guy, don't you?
Yeah, that's my cousin, Sven Melseth.
Sven Melseth in the 42. In the 30, big car points leader, Joe Kowalski, 78. Jeremy Steele, 88. Ken Richardson, 43. Hillbilly Nielsen. Eric, 56. Joel Hyman, 113. Dave the Hook Hero, and 221, Jeff Harris. Kelsey's waving them around. Again, it's a big car heat race brought to you by Banks Lake Lodge. See if Sven can hold on to that pole, and here we go!
Kowalski set him up pretty nice there, getting the inside track.
Kowalski is a force to be reckoned with, but Sven holds his own. Oh, he left himself open, but he was able to get around. It's going to be a tight race between these two as Kowalski takes the lead momentarily.
He was brake checking a little there. Sven on the outside now.
Kowalski trying to put him into the wall.
He's brake checking all over the place. Sven now comes through on the outside.
Oh, and Sven almost cuts him off. Almost forces him into the tire.
Now here Kowalski's going to try to spin him out, digging in. He's going to hit him in the wall.
This, I tell you what, it doesn't get any better than this in a race. These guys are battling it out.
Now don't forget Joel Hyman in the 56.
And Joel spins himself out and allows
88
to spin himself out. And your buddy, Dave Heron, takes the lead. 5 laps to go.
Here comes Hillbilly Nielsen.
Hillbilly's smoking.
He looks like he might have transmission problems.
Dave Heron with about a quarter lap lead, looking in pretty good shape here in this second big car heat race.
221, Jeff Harris is in second place, about a half lap down to 113, Dave Heron.
Yeah, Eric is DOA here underneath the booth. The 43 car is out. Look at that black stuff coming out of his pipe. Dave Heron there in the 113 is your leader.
Getting a little sideways there, the Hook. He's looking good. He's got a good line he's running here.
There's Eric right there smoking.
Dave Heron, 2 laps left here.
You gotta love the sound of those big cars, huh, Pat?
Yeah, the stacks really add a little something there. If you ain't got stacks, I wouldn't call it a derby car.
Ken Richardson has lost his right rear tire. The white flag is out. Dave Heron is a half a lap away from infamy.
Immortality, if you will, Brent. He's cutting it in tight. Dave Heron now
almost wipes himself out, and checkered flag, Dave Heron. Let's see if they'll give him the trophy on this one.
Oh, that one was his from the get-go. He hung in there pretty good. And when the top 4 guys got in a big old jam down here, he just cruised right through.
Kowalski not having that good of a night tonight.
That's a new car for him this time, Brent. If you recall last race, his Cadillac was kind of destroyed in the main event.
Hey, we just got word here. Kevin Little Dog Smith has been strapped onto the gurney, and they're about ready to transport him to the hospital. So our hopes and prayers go out to him and his family.
Hopefully it's precautionary, you know, with a neck injury like that. They really got to be careful. So
little stinger. I'd imagine his racing is done for the season.
I wouldn't say the season, but maybe tonight at least.
Well, you get hurt that bad. Look at the, did you see that Dave washing his hands with that venting? Here we have the 78 car.
Jeremy Steele.
Jeremy Steele, whose wife is does a great job as the secretary for the KDDA. A lot of behind-the-scenes work for the staff here at the KDDA. You got President Steve Morgan, Vice Richie Sharp, Treasurer Kathy Morgan, and again the Secretary Bria Steele, and then of course the business agent Paul Nunez. And these guys, they bust their butts to make this work. And there again is the lovely and talented Stephanie Neighbors. Joined us up here in the booth, and she looks as good up close as she does afar. Trust me.
I'll second that one, and congratulations, Dave. Nice win. He drives a long way to get here every day.
You know what? If you've been catching your kids scoring each other's bicycle wipeouts,
you might be a demolition derby driver.
Yeah.
That's a true story. My cousin Sven, the driver of the 42 car, and I, growing up, used to have bicycle demolition derbies all the time.
Well, we're going to say goodbye to Pat here shortly as he goes and gets ready for his next race.
Yeah, I'll be in the next big car race.
We'll throw Nikki up here on the other mic, and we'll be right back with the second mini car heat race.
Got a little couch potato? Check out Banks Lake Lodge. We have fun summer activities for the whole family. 20 minutes north of Moses Lake, Coulee City offers nightly laser light shows at the Grand Coulee Dam, hiking in the old caves, and 28 miles of the best fishing in the state. Directions, rates, and information on local attractions are available at bankslakelodge.com.
It's a wonder that the beach patrol did take me in last night. I don't know how this started, but it always ends up like this. Laying 3 feet from an incoming tide and empty long.
This is the KDDA-sponsored mini car heat race. 112, Melissa Mad Mama Moore. That's your favorite, Nikki. Welcome back, by the way. 63, Mike Lester. 53, Kathy Morgan, another chickie out there. 90, Shane McAbee. You know, she's going to kill me for calling her a chickie. You don't mind that, do you?
No, I don't.
345, Daniel Dalton, the rookie. 71, Christina Payne.
Lug Nut.
3 chickies out there.
You didn't want to say Lug Nut?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. 59, Tony Timmick. 116, Mark Armstrong. I'm sorry, 16, Mark Armstrong. 161, Owen Lewis. 85, Kurt
Fubar
Bratcher. Kurt Fubar Bratcher. They're repositioning the tire down here in front of us in turn 4. And I've just had my wife retrieve me a fresh can of Mountain Dew.
That stuff will kill you.
Why do they call it, is it like, are they out there real early in the morning getting dew off of leaves up in the mountains and put it in a can?
I doubt it.
You're probably right. Are you going to finish that burger? That's a good looking Crazy Eric's burger you got there. Cars are coming around on the pace lap. Kelsey's giving them the green flag, and we're underway for the second mini car heat race. Mike Lester in the lead. Mad Mama was up there, but she got pretty much destroyed right out of the gate. Nikki, what's going on with all the women drivers tonight?
I just don't think they're aggressive enough.
You're probably
right. With the name Mad Mama.
Yeah, you would think she'd be aggressive with a name like Mad Mama. Mike Lester in the lead and being pressured and passed by Daniel Dalton, the rookie out of Vaughn. She's doing pretty good. Mike Lester is a force. That car won him the small car points championship last year. And that was only his second season. So I got to think if he's that far behind, he's got to be having some car problems. Daniel Dalton in the 345 is your leader. Daniel Dalton, solid 3 laps to go.
Ooh, I like how she did that.
You mean
she pushed him out of the way,
somebody off?
She ended up in the middle.
Spinning herself out. Oh, Lester hits the tire hard over there. Daniel Dalton getting the white flag here, 1 lap to go. He's a rookie and he's proud of it. He's got a big rookie painted on the back of his car. Coming around for that checkered flag, and he will win the race. Daniel Dalton, the rookie out of Vaughn, sponsored by Harbor Construction. While we got a minute here, the KDDA is partnered with the Kitsap Sun and the Race for Literacy program. Just go to kitsapsun.com/race for literacy for all the information. The gist of the program is this: you bid on the car of your choice until June 30th, and information on all the cars is available on the website. The winning bids will drive in the cars they selected during the race during the July 14th Demolition Derby. All proceeds will go towards the newspapers and education program, a great program. The Kitsap Sun doing some great work with the KDDA and giving them a lot of free publicity. In turn, a lot of the drivers volunteering to let kids ride or let anybody ride in their cars. And then the real beneficiary of the program is going to be the kids at the schools. So you can eat that burger, Nikki. I'm not holding you back. Am I?
Yeah, I heard you have to eat them slow.
Well, it's kind of chilly out here if you wait too long. And there he's got his trophy. Congratulations. And if you've trained your dog to get your ratchet instead of a beer,
you might be a demolition derby car driver.
That's right. All right, we're going to take a minute here. Thank the KDDA and come right back with the Joey James Dean Band 3rd Big Car Heat Race. It's time for the 3rd Big Car Heat Race, and that means it's a reverse order race. The cars will come in and they'll run the race in the opposite direction. So let's do our lineup here. In the 47 car, we've got Kelly Enzer. He's in the pole position. And the cars will start coming around here. They have 9 cars in this race. You have the 50 car of Schrader, 58 Don Owen, 51 is Michael McCarroll, 121 Rooster, 41 my partner Pat Duncan, 731 Jeff. I've been hit all day long. I have 1-0 Hiscox. 30 car Joe Kowalski, 42 Sven Melsis. Kelsey's going to make him do 1 complete lap before he lets him start here. Boy, look at that. Kowalski's already smoking, and we haven't even started the race yet. And we're underway. 3rd lap chance for a big car driver to win a heat race. Schrader battling Kelly for that car. Kelly Enzer, whose front of his car says "sucks to be you" on it. Shouldn't that be in the back?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, the back says, "How do you like me now?" You gotta love that. It's a 10-lap race.
Oh, we lost the tire.
Pat Duncan loses a tire, and Kelly Enzer drives over the tire, and we were lucky enough to have it on camera. Pat, climb out of the car and get your butt back up here in the booth. You're done. Boy, we got some cars on their last legs out here, don't we? Five laps to go. Kelly Enzer is your leader. There's Pat Duncan right there. He should have just stayed in the booth. Three laps to go, and Kelly Enzer's in the winner's circle. It's getting very bumpy over there on turn 3. Watch the pickup truck right there, and the 30 car Kowalski bouncing around quite a bit. Here comes Kelly. Bouncing through that turn 3. He's got a lap and a half to go. Go ahead.
Oh, he's just going backwards. And he's keeping up.
That's Rooster, the truck, driving backwards. This one's for my homies, right? Kelly Enzer is your leader. White flag is out. And there ain't a car within about a lap of him. Ooh, Kowalski riding up on the tires in front of the flagman, Kelsey Payne. He wasn't digging that. And congratulations, checkered flag, Kelly Enzer. Kelly in his 21st season out of Port Orchard, sponsored by Marty Goit Trucking and Paving, Sunny B's Landscaping, Econo Lube and Tune, Dano's Septic, Bremerton Chiropractic, Carter's Nursing, Dano's Hole Calling, BT Mobile Tire, and Six Side Customs. What do you think about that?
I bet he keeps that Bremerton Chiropractic in business.
I bet all these guys keep Bremerton Chiropractic in business. There is Kowalski, jumped up on the tires. Rooster climbing out of his truck. Kelly pumping his fists. He's happy. Okay, we're gonna take a look here at some of the hazards at a Derby that aren't cars. Watch this. Watch, oh, here we go. This is Pat losing his tire, and he did that all by himself. Now watch, Kelly will run right over the tire. Beautiful, beautiful. That's some great work. Thanks a lot, guys, back in the booth. The Joey James Dean Band is a group of local professional musicians who play shows all year long in Kitsap County. They've been a staple of the annual Silverdale Whaling Days concert series, and their schedule's easily accessible by logging on to joeyjamesdean.com. Tell them West Sound TV sent you. Joey will do the entire band, or he'll play acoustic by himself down at Silverdale Hotel. Check out the website, folks. And Nikki, if you have Evel Knievel memorabilia hanging on your living room wall,
you might be a demolition driver.
That's right. Okay, we're going to take a breather here. Come back with the third mini car heat race sponsored by Crazy Eric's. And we'll be right back shortly.
All my friends are so small town. My parents live in that same small town. My job is so small town. The lives real opportunity.
If your carpet has a permanent stain in the shape of a timing chain, you might be watching West Sound TV presents Saturday Night Destruction Derby Special Edition. And thank you so much again for joining us here tonight.
And a great shot there are some of the people out here braving the elements, got the blankets. It's cold outside.
It feels like middle of November out here right now.
Well, you're wearing short sleeves, man. You're good to go. We're going to take a picture here of a hazard other than another car. Watch what happens here at turn 3 with Mike Lester in the 63. Look at his head snap. I mean, that was some hardcore hitting right there.
Here it is again. Those are some hard tires. You do not want to hit them.
Yeah, they weigh about 40,000 pounds a piece, I think they were telling me.
That's without the mud that's caked inside of them.
Well, let's sweep the lineup here. Bill Power in the 111 in the pole. 67, Ryan Bang It Up Cooper next to him. 35, Steve Morgan. I bet Steve wins this race. 96, Justin Hart. 4, Frank the Tank Butler. 2, Rich Sharp. 102, Andrea Foote. 71, Christina Payne. 63, Mike Lester. 161, Owen Lewis. The third and final mini car heat race. And they're going to do their pace lap, come around a full lap, and we'll be underway here.
Morgan's going to have his hands full here. There's a lot of competition in this race. You got Richie Sharp, who's already won tonight. Mike Lester.
Morgan's got that front-wheel drive working. And we're underway here. Third, last chance, boys. If you want to win a heat race, time is now. And I told you, look at that. Steve Morgan comes out of the gate in first, goes a little wide, eats some concrete over there on the wall, but he's still in the lead. Cooper doesn't want to give it up yet.
And you got Richie Sharp coming on the inside of Cooper here. Three-way battle, and there goes Morgan.
Actually, Coop ended up kind of helping Morgan there, but you're right. Richie Sharp.
There's Buckethead, Richie Sharp, holding the inside lane. 111, Bill Powers coming in there.
Richie driving a smart race, not overpowering through the turns and able to keep it on the inside.
And this is obvious, it's a backwards heat race, and it's tricky for these guys in a heat race to turn right all the time. I was just in that last race, and it feels really weird.
Yeah. Oh, Frank Butler in a bad place over there, but he's able to get out of it.
All right, we got some action here, 02 and 35.
And Steve trying to spin out his
and he got it.
board member partner there. Steve Morgan giving
KDDA President Steve Morgan out in the lead with the Vice President Richie Sharp
on his tail.
Three laps to go.
Bill Power trying to sneak in there. I'm not sure how many laps he has, though.
He's on the same lap as the leaders, Brent.
Okay, so this could tighten up here. We've got 2 laps to go. Morgan trying to get some separation between him and Richie, but I don't know. Morgan's taking all the turns really wide. He's really jamming it, and I think that's kind of costing him a little.
Well, the best line around the track is to go wide down the backstretch.
Look at the smoke in the center of your screen there. That's 111 Bill Power. Blue something. Radiator, I think. White flag is out, and now the checkered flag. Steve Morgan wins the race. And really, when it was over, Richie Sharp wasn't but 20 feet behind him.
Yeah, he was coming on tight here, and you see a good shot of the buddies down here getting ready to high five.
Steve Morgan in his 16th season out of Bremerton, sponsored by Peninsula Painting and Bikini Joe's Espresso. And folks, if you'd like to sponsor one of these cars, it's as easy as logging on to kidsapdestructionderby.com and contacting and just asking. I'm sure a lot of the newer drivers, some of them don't even have any sponsors. A lot of them just have 1 or 2. You'll get your name on TV, and you'll get your name here at the track, and it's just a great night of family fun.
Here we see Steve Morgan. This race was sponsored by Crazy Eric's with locations in Navy Yard City, Belfair, and right here at Thunderbird Stadium. Nobody makes a better burger.
Nobody.
Especially when you get the onions on. Them fried onions are good.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Pat.
Yeah, Brent.
Hey, if your idea of a muffler is a pair of earplugs, would that make you a demolition derby driver?
Yeah, I think that might make you a Demolition Derby driver. I'm pretty sure of that one, Brent.
That might be one of the signs exhibited by Demolition Derby driver peoples. Trophy going down there, and the lovely model, Stephanie Neighbors. Congratulations, Steve. Boy, you know what? Kathy's not going to be liking that. I think he crossed the line there. Clearly, he crossed the line. Okay, we're going to take a break here. We're going to go to the third and final big car figure 8 race. There's Crazy Eric's right there. I tell you what, that line it took us an hour to get a burger about an hour ago. That's how long the line's been, and they make some good stuff. So we're going to take a break here, come back to the Racecom big car figure 8 race.
Crazy Eric's, drive-through style dining for the whole family, located at the Fairgrounds, Belfair, and Navy Yard City. Nostalgic food, family fun, Crazy Eric's.
If you get thank you cards from the local junkyards every year on your wedding anniversary, you must be ready for the third big car figure 8 race. Third and final shot for the drivers to get the trophy. Dave Haro is in the pole. 88, Ken Richardson. 3, Gerald Torso Thorson. 78, Jeremy Steele. 58, Don Olin. 30, Joel Kowalski. 711, Jake Elder. 47, Kelly Enzer. 731, Jeff Hiscock.
Kelsey waves the green flag, and they're out and around away they go. Heading down into the first turn is Dave Haro. Bouncing through the corners. Ken Richardson on the inside. Crazy Kelly coming in there to join the party.
Kelly is a wild man. He had a heck of an opening night here. Trying to take Dave Haro out, and locks it up. Look at that. He drove up on those 88 cars.
And who's in the lead but our man Don Olin, who has been racing great in the figure 8s tonight.
Don Olin is your leader.
Followed closely by the family truckster. Well, not quite, but Jeff Hiscock.
The family truckster, he gave up on her. She wasn't running very good.
As he gets splashed.
Look at Joe Kowalski just spewing coolant into the air. You're right, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it just got right all over Jeff. A little bit of warm water on him, but
Don Olin still in the lead. 10-lap race. Kelly.
Now we'll see some action across the middle almost.
Kelly Enzer is a wild man out there.
He definitely has his hands full there. That's a lot of horsepower.
5 laps to go.
And the 88, oh man.
Oh, he just lost a bumper over on turn 3.
And Olin's got to get on it here, or else the likes of Kowalski and Enzor could be catching up to him.
Now, would a driver, once he got in the lead, would he tend to take it a little easy and try to not overdo it?
A little at first, but you got to be looking in the corner and knowing that the points leader, Joe Kowalski, is on him, and he's going to overtake him right here.
Looks like Olin's running a little ratty.
Yeah, he's missing a few cylinders there.
3 laps to go. Does Don Olin have enough juice in the tank to make it?
And now the leader's mixing it up, and that's going to allow time for Enzor to gain some ground.
Looks like Joe Kowalski is your leader.
Olin second, followed by Crazy Kelly. Here goes Enzor. He's going to get around him here.
You know what? Kowalski's been lapped. Olin's been spun out. This is Kelly Enzer's race to win. The 47 car of Kelly Enzer is your leader.
And he is driving hard into the corners here.
Now they're saying it's Kowalski in the 30.
Yeah, here we go. White flag. One more lap, and Enzer is on it now.
Oh, Kelly spun himself out. He was trying a little too hard. Looks like Joe's going to win the race here. Nobody really within reach of him. Kelsey's got the checkered flag in his hand, and it's down. Joe Kowalski. Congratulations, Joe. Joe.
Oh, Britt, we've got some action down here.
What is Enzer doing?
The race was clearly over, and Enzer just annihilated the 88 car of Ken Richardson. And this is not good, folks.
Well, I hope we can, looks like Richardson's okay, but I would sure like to see if we got a replay of that. But Joe Kowalski in his 21st season out of Port Orchard. Sponsored by Evergreen Upholstery, Grant Smith Attorney at Law, and Navy City Metal. Now, would that I didn't see what Enzer did. You caught it. Would that possibly be a fine situation?
The 88 was sitting dead down here, and the race was clearly over. And I don't know if Kelly didn't see the flag or what happened there, but he came full track in a Chrysler Imperial and just annihilated the driver's side quarter panel of the 88 Ken Richardson. That's
unethical at best.
Yeah, that's not good.
Kelly Enzer did roll up on the 88 car to, Richardson rolled up to say probably, hey, sorry about that, man. I thought it was still going.
Yeah, it could be.
And there's Kowalski climbing out of the car.
Grabbing a hold of the horns there. Pop a cow.
Joe knows what he's doing.
I was wondering why he had those horns on top there.
Racecom Electronics sponsoring this race. If for all your wireless communication needs, contact Jack Bailey of Racecom at 692-6979 and tell him West Sound TV sent you. There's the lovely trophy girl, Megan Dano, the 2007 Thunderbird Stadium Rodeo Queen.
Dano, kind of a legendary name out here at the track. There's Chuck Dano and a lot of the old guys that started this club were from that Dano family.
And you know what? If you're on a first name basis with the local hazmat team,
well, you might get fined first off, but second off, you are
definitely a Demolition Derby driver. And we understand that we have a report from roving reporter, the lovely and talented Mickey Ray. Mickey, what do you got?
We just got an update on Kevin Smith, number 94. He did get his CAT scan. They're checking him out. He will be released from the hospital tonight. So thank everybody for their prayers.
Outstanding news there. Thanks a whole bunch, Mickey Ray. We're going to take a break here. Come back with the always clean third and final mini car figure eight race.
Racecom Electronics, providing communications equipment to military, government, corporate, and special events for over 2 decades. Racecom Electronics, communications on a budget.
The last of tonight's figure eights. It's the third for the mini cars. The always clean mini car figure eight race. 59, Tony Timlick in pole position. 90, Shane McAbee, the rookie out of Olalla. 711, Jake Elder. 345, Daniel Dalton. 31, Mike Craig in his 5th season out of Bremerton. 112, Melissa Mandy Moore. Actually, I don't see her out there. 2, Richard Sharp. 4, Frank the Tank Butler. 63, Mike Lester. 72, Krista Blur Rowland. 35, the dangerous Steve Morgan. 161, Owen Lewis rounding out the drivers here. They're getting the Kowalski car. And how many times do you see it, Pat? You see the winning car being towed off the track.
Yeah, it's never good to be in victory lane and then have to get a tow truck off the track. But time to time, these cars get a little bit hot.
Steve Morgan's.
Oh, we got a beautiful shot here. Steve.
What's your name, dear?
Steve Morgan.
And what's your name?
Melissa Morgan.
And whose trophy are you holding?
Steve Morgan.
You want to say hi to them? Say hi to Mom and Dad?
We're going to have to call the race here, Mickey. We're coming around. Green flag, you bet. Great kids there. We're underway. Third and final mini car figure eight race. And Tony Timlick has jumped out to about a 3-car lead.
And Steve Morgan just let a hit on the 90 Shane McAbee.
It's hits like that might make rookies not come back for their second year. Steve Morgan, a force to be reckoned with, is trying to get around the 345 of Daniel Dalton to catch up to Tony Timlick.
Tony Timlick out in the lead. We got a rollover here in turn 2. That looks like the 4 car, I believe, of
Frank the Tank Butler.
That would be Frank, yep.
There he is. He's moving around. You can see him in there.
Looks like kind of a driver's side tire is bent over there. Looks like maybe a strut rod or maybe a control arm or something in there.
Well, look at that tire right there. That car ain't going nowhere, man. Your tires aren't supposed to do that, are they?
They're supposed to be in the straight up and down there, but
the vertical, not the horizontal.
Yeah.
Driver is okay. People are getting off, clearing the track, get this race back underway.
Hopefully you can get it kind of out of the way. That's a bad spot to be stuck in.
Yeah, especially for a figure eight, because they're coming straight at you. And, you know, with that tire like that, they're not going to be able to push him.
He's okay.
They're going to have to, they'll have to tow that, or they'll just leave it there, won't they? That'll make things interesting. Now, how's Duncan Racing doing tonight? Do they have anybody left?
Hillbilly Nielsen blew his engine out in his last race. And Sven, he took a wicked hit in one of his races, and he's got a pretty good-sized bruise on his collarbone.
Now, he showed us that. Who hit him?
That I couldn't say, because I think I was in the race. That was the one I lost the tire. We're underway again here.
We've resumed action.
The 59.
Timlick still in the lead, but Morgan in some congestion, but he's on him. On his tail.
Tony Timrick doing a fine bit of driving out there. That rear-wheel drive car, he's going to have to swing her around. Steve Morgan, second place, got some lap traffic to deal with.
Tony's got her going, though. You were right when you said he was doing some fine driving.
He is looking good out there.
And he's got a couple guys that have been lapped. Mike Craig in the 7-Eleven car, Jake Elder, that are creating a little bit of shielding between him and Morgan. And actually, now Morgan's car is starting to look like it's not running very well.
Yeah, the 59, now he's going to get him back. Came in there a little hot.
Craig taking out Mike Craig. I'm sorry, Tony Timlick taking out Mike Craig.
And that's 59.
Oh, nice shot there.
Mike Lester, I believe.
Mike Lester tattoos Daniel Dole. Oh, and up on his side. Oh,
down here in the corner.
Jake Elder, the second rollover. There it is on the right of the screen. Over on turn one, Jake Elder in the 7-Eleven truck has rolled over. Looks like Morgan might have made that happen. Looks like he's okay, though. You can always tell when they're okay when they immediately roll the car back over.
And he just kind of rolled right up on the side. He didn't do a complete flip, so.
But he'll still get his trophy.
Oh, that's worth a trophy, and I think maybe $25 to Mr. Morgan out there.
I think you're right.
We'll buy an extra batch of donuts come Monday morning for those guys at work.
$20 worth of donuts. How many donuts do those guys eat?
Well, I don't know. He's my boss, so.
Oh, is he?
Green flag. 59, your leader.
We'll try to get this race in the books for you, folks.
Now, Lester is coming on hard here, but I think he might be a lap down, Brent.
Yeah, he is. You're right.
Tony now, and Tony and the 31 of Mike Craig are getting into it.
Look at that. Steve Morgan's being forced. It's off the screen to your left. There it is right there. These guys are all jammed up, and this is where the weird stuff happens. We've got 2 laps to go, and nobody's going to know who the leader is.
And this is looking like a finale here in this final mini car 8.
Morgan has blown his front right tire. They're still saying Steve Morgan's in the lead. The white flag is up. It might be.
Might be Lester. We don't know.
Might be Lester in the 6th.
Oh, and Morgan is out. Morgan is out of commission here.
I think it's going to be Mike Lester.
And
Mike Lester, there he is in the 63 car coming around. Checkered flag, Mike Lester.
Slid that Honda Prelude right around for the last couple laps.
Mike Lester in his 3rd season out of Olalla. Sponsored by Future Homes, Horseshoe Lake Auto Wrecking, Jim's Auto Wrecking, and Lester's Framing Company. So how many, are you limited in the amount of auto wrecking companies you can have sponsor you?
Well, when you go through cars like Mike Lester goes through cars, you're going to need several wrecking companies for a sponsor. Sorry, pausing for a picture here. I got a bunch of fans up here in the booth. My first day up here, and I've already got a good following, Brent.
So Steve Morgan's your boss, huh?
Yeah, from time to time.
Well, days, evenings, and weekends for carpets, office buildings, and windows, call the good folks at Always Clean at 731-5724. From Seattle to Tacoma to Bremerton, Always Clean is always there.
And Brent, if your wife has ever made you take the motor oil out of the refrigerator to make room for her salad dressing,
you are definitely a Demolition Derby driver. All right, the hugs and trophies and all that stuff's happening. Mike Lester's happy. He's won a race. We're going to take a break and come back with the Terry Pate Realtor Pittman race.
Well, please, Your Honor, you must forgive me.
For commercial, residential, or land, ask for the man in the Chuck Taylors. Hoorah!
We were lucky tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There's enough cars running that we're going to be able to do a Pittman race. But first, the lovely and talented Mickey Ray has Frank the Tank, who recently was upside down in his 4 car, standing by here for a quick interview. Mickey, take it away.
You got that right. I got Frank the Tank, number 4 car. Tell us all about it, Frank.
Oh, it was great. I was just driving around, racing, and trying to flip myself the whole night. And it just happened. I got flipped. I'd look up, and I was on my roof, and look underneath. I see the bottom of a Ford Ranger pickup. It kind of caught me off guard, but it was fun. It's like, you know, if you to see people flipping on their top, so I was glad I could put a show on for the crowd. And I still been having fun. My car hopefully will make it out next race, but thank all you guys for coming out and watching us on TV. It's great. Thanks for supporting us and doing what we do, and hopefully I'll flip my car on the top next time.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Frank the Tank.
Thanks a lot, Mickey Ray. I tell you, I got another joke going. If you got rolled over and you think it's fun, you just might be a Demolition Derby driver. Here we got 4 cars out there. Kristen Watson in the 47. In the 221 is Kevin Dillon. The 55 is Cody Wells, and the 50 car is David Ribley. Remember, this is a Pittman race. No points, no trophy, just a little bit of money.
These are the guys that make it happen behind the scenes for the drivers, changing tires, making sure we're running good. And the 221, Kevin Dillon, is in your lead.
4 laps to go. Kevin Dillon is your leader. He's going to hear himself on TV and go build him a Demolition Derby car, I think. Looking good, but that strong running 47 car of Kelly Anser, driven by Kristen Watson, is hot on his tail.
3 laps to go, and the 47's reeling him in, but that 221 really moving out. These guys are racing pretty good for Pittman. I think they might have done this before.
2 laps. 2 laps to go.
And the 55 car is about to get lapped by 221 as he comes right through.
Oh, nice tag. Cody Wells gets tagged by the 221 car of Kevin Dillon. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Kevin Dillon, prepare for your date with destiny. You've won the race. Oh, and the 47 car almost spins itself out. Kevin Dillon, great job. He's doing the ceremonial cookie out there in the middle of the field. Congratulations, Kevin. And we'd like to remind the viewers tonight, while we got a moment here, this program is possible because of our sponsors. Give them a call or visit their websites or their locations and let them know that you appreciate their support of West Sound TV's Demolition Derby shows and our other events. We do parades, we do West Sound Saint football game, we do high school football and basketball, we do some soccer, some volleyball. Which one are you going to sign up for?
Well, I'm partial to football myself. Go Vikings.
This race brought to you by Terry Pate. Speaking of our sponsors, you can call Terry at 895-9971 and let him know that you appreciate his support of West Sound TV and that you'd like him to buy a house for you.
Sounds good. I got to clear something up real quick there. Was talking about the North Kitsap Vikings, my alma mater. Not the Minnesota Vikings, because I'm a huge Seahawks fan.
So. There you go. You know, if there's no distinction between your house paint and your car paint,
you are definitely a demolition derby driver.
if you got spray paint falling down on your...
And if you use a water-based paint and bring it out to the track when it's raining.
Stephanie Neighbors. Kevin Dillon, congratulations, buddy. Hey, they gave him a trophy. I didn't think they gave Pittman trophies.
Oh, yeah, they always have one stored away back there. They earned it. They're back there changing tires and wrenching on the cars. So they deserve a trophy.
Okay, we're going to take a break here. We're going to, actually, it's 8 o'clock. We got 2 hours to go. Oh, they're going to do a mini Pittman. I take that back. But what will happen is we'll do this mini Pittman, and then we'll take a break while they do an intermission here at the track, and we'll come back with the mini and big car main events.
West Sound Community Television, a nonprofit organization, proudly celebrates 10 years of serving the citizens of the Kitsap Peninsula. West Sound creates television programs of our community's events, promotes local non-commercial TV as an important community asset, and develops media capabilities through educational partnerships. Support local public television and West Sound TV through program underwriting and your donation. Check us out at westsoundtv.org or call 360-613-9734.
Time for the mini Pittman race. In pole position, the organizer of the Newspapers for School Kids program, Brenda Hyam, 112, Jerry Thorson, 71, Donald Cockrell, is that real? 102, Chris Clark, 59, Sean Streeter, 31, JJ Galbraith, 90, Stan McAbee. Cars are creeping around here on the pace lap, getting ready to get underway. And we are underway. Brenda Hyam in the 48 car of Lewis Sellers is your leader. And if you think this is fun, folks, all you got to do is go to kitsapsun.com, click on the Race for the Papers section, and bid a card. Come on out and do it.
Yeah, you can bid to run your very own big car or small car, whichever driver you choose. 71, that would be the Donald Cockrell out in the lead, followed by the 112 of Jerry Thornton.
And again, that website is kitsapsun.com/race for literacy for all the information on the cars and the drivers. And the 71 car of Donald Cockrell is your leader.
And you can tell, little Brad, here that these are not the real drivers because there's not much hitting going on. And right as I say that, we get a little action in turn 2.
Two laps to go for Donald Cockrell.
71, the pink Mustang out there.
White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Kelsey Payne, longtime flagman here at the track.
The Indian Outlaw, he's reaching back for that checkered flag. At the 71, the signboard has came unbolted here. Cruising her in the victory lane.
Congratulations to Donald Cockrell. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to look that one up in the phone book. I think he's pulling our chain.
Yeah, we do have a few comedians around here.
Oh, yeah. It's like, like Dick Johnson or something like that.
Well, he's pumped.
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
Nice win.
Nice win. I hope he doesn't hurt himself there. You know, if you've been waiting to drive one of these cars, folks, kitsapsun.com, race for literacy. Go on, make your bid. Come on out. Banks Lake Lodge is the sponsor of this race. And again, it's located in beautiful Coulee City, Washington, just north of Moses Lake. Visit www.bankslakelodge.com for more details, and make sure you let Kevin know West Sound TV sent you. Trophy truck is coming out.
I think I'm going to have to ad-lib one here. If your name is Donald Cockrell, you just might be a Demolition Derby driver.
You're probably right.
Congratulations, Donald.
And again, Thunderbird Rodeo Queen for 2007, the lovely Megan Dano presenting the trophy. So we're going to go into intermission here and come back with the mini car finale, brought to you by Paul's Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning.
Always Clean Incorporated, locally owned and operated, serving Kitsap County for over 14 years, providing commercial cleaning for office buildings, carpets, and windows. Always Clean Incorporated, days, evenings, and weekends, always there.
Let the games begin. It's the mini car main event here tonight. So far, we've got the 169 car of Jordan Perez. Angela's in the 168. 33, Scott Carter. 59, Tony Timlick. 85, Kurt Fubar Bratcher. 153, Vincent Lee Morris. The 190 car of Mikey Stevenson, one of the tech bosses out here. Him and Dale Avery enforcing the rules. 48 of Lewis Sellers.
The 35 of Steve Morgan and the 63 of Mike Lester.
And the 72 of Chris the Brrrr Rowland.
We are underway in the
green flag.
And we've got a lot of cars out there ready to make some hits.
Oh, Vincent Lee Morris narrowly escapes Tony Timlick in the 59. There's a lot of them moving pretty good, but
there's a good head-on shot. Vincent Lee Morris took one right to the chin there of Kurt Bratcher with a hit.
Timlick piling into the Blur Rowland and Steve Morgan. It's a twofer. Nice action over here in the corner.
Piling up. Here comes Morgan now. He's going to come in and, well, he didn't quite get anybody. Here goes Mike Lester across the track. Lester, oh!
Vincent Lee Morris is planted and watered. That's Steve Morgan. That's insult injury. Look at that 153 car. It's still moving. It's only got half a car. We got to get a shot of this. The 153 to your left.
Here comes Bruce Sellers in here.
It's insane. I can't believe that thing's moving. Oh, that's nuts. I wonder if he knows how bad it really is.
You can't tell anything from the driver's seat right there. Bruce Sellers coming in here. Nice hard hit on Mikey Stevenson. And then Morgan bringing in the wood. Steve Morgan now. And Mikey Stevenson. And here comes Tony Timlick laying some hammer. Nice hit by Tony. And the Blur and Stevens get together across the middle there.
Mikey Stevens.
Looks like we're down to about 4 still moving.
Mikey Stevenson normally with the Gumby car. Is he out of Gumbies?
Must be.
Steve Morgan's 35 car is locked up and he can't get any motion. Timlick spins out Lewis Sellers right here below us.
Sweet hands Lou Sellers getting smacked around a little bit there.
Sweet hands. Why do you call them sweet hands?
About a month ago we were off station for our job in Virginia and we were watching some races at the local asphalt track. And Lou Sellers is the only person in history to catch 2 shirts out of the cannon they shoot him up to the crowd. He got 2 right in a row.
That's amazing.
So we dubbed him Sweet Hands Lou.
Did you give him one?
Here comes Timlick. Oh.
He misses the whole field.
Oh, in true fashion, gentlemanly fashion, Lou gave him to the 2 kids in front of us.
I'll tell you what, oh, nice hit right there. There's only really 3 cars running.
We got 4 going here.
Well, but Lewis Sweethands is toast. He's got some, oh, knocks the bumper off.
Here he comes. Lou's coming in for a hit on Mikey Stevens looks like he's out of commission down here in the corner. 169. Jordan Perez.
And Mickey Ray has come in from the field. She's ready to join us up here.
A little drier up here.
It's misting out there a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Here's a hit by Timlick.
Nice shot there. He puts on the 169 car.
Jordan Perez.
Jordan Roly-Poly-Oly Perez.
Who's in 59?
That is
Tony Timlick. Tony Timlick running strong. Tony and Jordan Perez both running very strong. I mean, that's going to be your first and second place.
Yeah, they're playing a little cat and mouse here.
Hey, first place wins 300 bones.
That'll buy you about 3 mini cars, Brent.
And then you can wreck them and buy another one.
You're not a big mini car guy, are you?
Oh, they're out here putting on a great show for the fans. I personally don't like running them.
I love Vincent.
Oh, we got a rollover here.
All the way over. Rolled himself over.
A 5-pointer. He's still on his wheels, Brent. I think he should just put the wood and kept going there.
I think he was ready.
It just
he's still moving.
Precautionary measure.
They're going to let it go.
The things people will do for show.
And he's back going.
We're back underway here. Jordan Perez in the 169, Tony Timlick in the 59, and Lou Sellers in the 48 are all we have. That was dangerously close to a door hit.
That was close. The judges will have to look at that one later.
I think he's going to be fine because it was towards the rear of the car.
Nice shot by Tony there. Well placed up on the left front quarter there.
Destroyed the front left tire.
Yeah.
And Tony Timlick is punishing the field right now. He's the only one with any real movement left in his car.
That was just a nice greeting. Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Boom!
Boom shakalaka. Sweet Hands has still got it moving out there.
The 169 of Perez.
Basically, Lou Sellers is just a punching bag right now.
And to reiterate the rules for Derby, a main event is you have to make significant contact within 90 seconds or you're timed out and they tell you to pull your flag and you're done. The flag's up so that the other drivers know who is still a legitimate target and who is not.
So who's counting these 90 seconds? The drivers?
They have judges, one counter for each car on the field. And as soon as their guy hits somebody, they reset their stopwatch. If it gets to 90 seconds, they tell the PA announcer, and he tells that car to go.
Oh!
Shot!
Horrific head-on collision.
That's airbag kind of stuff right there.
169. He's feeling it. Ringing his bell a little bit.
Actually,
they look pretty happy about it.
No, that's not Steve Morgan. Who is that next to Jordan Perez and Mike Timlick?
That's
Tony Timlick.
Kurt Bratcher.
Kurt Bratcher was initially waving for assistance, and Jordan Perez waved him off.
You can see him right now. He's kind of favoring that neck a little bit, but in true fashion, he's trying to start that thing up and get one more hit.
There they are right there, the two of them, and that collision caused both cars to die. I think we're going to be in a situation here that we've seen before, as a matter of fact, with you, where this is going to be a tie for first place. They'll split the money and they'll each get a first place trophy.
And a new bumper.
And yeah, a lot of new parts.
Boy, that one's...
That is, I love that. You can't get any... It looks like a shark came up and just took the ass end, the rear end of that car away. That's amazing. And he's sitting there smiling. You know, he knows with his car that's screwed up, he's on TV.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild. A lot of people came here today.
That was a heck of a mini car main event. There was a lot of smashing.
That was better than we usually see.
They might be stuck.
Well, normally we don't have the car count like we do now. Tonight there was a good amount of cars out there, so you got to see a lot more action.
And a good crowd. Nice crowd tonight.
Yeah, braving the elements. We've got the rain falling here at Thunderbird Stadium. The lights are on. And there you see the 169, Jordan Perez.
And briefly here, for the fans, the points implications of this race are each driver gets 2 points just for entering. The winner receives 3, second place gets 2, and third gets 1. Fourth place will get a check and a trophy, but no points. And these points would apply towards the season minicar championship. Paul's Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning is the sponsor of this event, and you gotta wonder, if a person subscribed to Bondo Weekly,
No, they might be.
they might be a redneck.
Oh.
Or in this case tonight, a mini car
demolition derby driver.
Yeah.
But isn't that by definition a redneck?
Well, there's a lot of.
Come on, all right, you're a driver. Are you a redneck?
Let me check.
Yeah, see, he's wiggling. He
It
can't.
is. It's red. It's red.
That's just because I just got back from Virginia and got some good sun out there.
Oh, you weren't out plowing behind your dad's
No.
Oh, speaking of, we haven't seen Rick Duncan today. What happened?
Well, last night he was loading up the cars to get ready to come to the track this morning, and he took a leap of faith off the hood of Sven Melseth's finale car, and he ended up breaking his leg.
Wow. Hey, we're going to take a look at a replay here, and we'll get back to that story. Here it comes. That's Jordan Perez.
He's going over
backing over some car parts.
That might have been Sweet Lou's bumper there.
He's stuck on he's high-centered on the thing.
Oh, and here comes Tony Timlick. A well-placed
Boom!
shot.
That's a nice shot. Good work in the booth from our replay official, Doc Parr. So your dad, look at the 153 car being drug off the track.
What's left of the 153
Looks like he's got a donut for a rear wheel there. Now the rain's starting to come down. But yeah, so he's loading up the cars, jumps off the hood,
and it was already on the trailer, so it's about a 5-foot leap, and he's no spring chicken these days at 50 years old, I'm on that. Got ya. And ended up breaking his leg and spraining his ankle, so he'll be out of commission till probably whaling days.
You know what? I think right in the center there. Nope. That's Chris Rowland. I thought for a minute it might have been our injured driver tonight.
Black Dog.
Little Dog. Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
But it's not.
So let's break it down here. Places, looks like Mikey Stevenson, the 190, was 4th place. And
a tie for 3rd?
A tie for first. Lou Sellers, the 48, was 3rd.
Tony Timlick.
And then the horrific hit that ended it all with Tony Timlick and Jordan Perez will tie for 1st place. And I think they're going to have a wrestling match later to see who gets the actual 1st place trophy.
Well, it looks like they're still joined.
And the trophy's being handed out by Stephanie Neighbors. We appreciate her coming up here and spending a few minutes for us. We are going to take a minute, properly thank Paul's Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning, and show you know what, I got ahead of myself there a little bit. First thing we're going to do is look at a clip of our special feature on this year's DVD, or this race's DVD, which you can get at derbygarage.com. Then we're going to thank Paul's Carpet Cleaning and come right back with the big car finale. For everything you ever wanted to know about building a demolition derby car, we now join Team Duncan, already in progress. Already in progress.
Paul's Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning and Restoration has been serving the Kitsap community for over 27 years. Patricia, Michael, Aaron, and Doug are pleased to help underwrite West Sound Community TV productions of local community events.
If your idea of the perfect date comes with flip-flops, a halter top, and a $20 plastic trophy, then you must be ready for the big car finale. And you're obviously a Demolition Derby driver. Hey, as we start the big car finale here, guys, we've welcomed again Mickey with us. She's not that short. She's standing in a hole. But we'd like to thank the rest of the crew. The guy holding the camera that you're seeing us through, Michael Mathis, great job. Camera 2, Kitty Campagna. Camera 3, Erica Bruder. In the back room, we've got Garrett Syke directing. We've got Jason Scott running the switcher. Doc doing the fine job on the replays tonight. Patricia mixing the audio. Nikki and Earl helping us out. We've got spotters, Tony, and Glenn. And now we're going to take a look at a replay of that last mini main event and watch Mike Lester here nail Vincent Lee Morris, taking the candy coating off of the M&M there, as it were.
Well, anybody can be an M&M these days.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've got our first car on the track tonight, and hello there in your living room. It's the 96 car. It's a visitor, Gary Romine from Chehalis. Drove all the way up here, what, for some money?
From Chehalis to come bang up with a lot of his friends up here. And as we get ready for this main event, Brent, I tell you, I got a lot of heat back in the pits today about not bringing my 41 car out here for the main event so I could be up here and do some announcing tonight. So,
well, we sure appreciate you being up here, Pat. It's been fun. We've got the 113 of Dave the Hook Perot, the 116 of Junior Suket, 110 Rich Berg. That's the first time I've seen him tonight. All he came for was the main. Yeah. The 30 of Joe Kowalski, the 47 of Kelly Enzer, the 58 Don Olin, 55 Axel Harp, 87 Dale Avery Jr., that's Lumpy, 42 Sven Melsit, 731 Jeff Hiscox. Apparently Jeff hasn't had enough punishment tonight, so he's come out for some more. Yeah. 43 Eric Hillbilly Nielsen. 45 another member of Duncan Racing, Mark Wheeler. Kowalski, incidentally, in the last Demolition Derby, tied you for first place in the main event.
Yeah, we had a good run at it. We had a mix-up in the tire with the timing, so we tied for first place, but I got the last hit on him. We'll just keep it at that. Sorry, Jeff.
Well, you got a trophy and a little bit of money, right?
Yeah.
You better watch out. He might move those horns.
We don't want that.
Banks Lake Lodge is our sponsor for this event, and remember, BanksLakeLodge.com. I've been there. Head on up to Cooley City. Fishing, boating, camping, drinking, boating, more drinking.
Your kind of sport.
Beautiful country up there. It's about a 4-hour drive from the Kitsap County area. It's just north of Moses Lake. Great place to go. A lot of rooms, full hookup campsites. Enjoy it.
And here you see the Indian Outlaw, Kelsey.
Not only the Indian Outlaw, but his teammate Ken Richardson came out too. So Outlaw Racing sending in a couple cars here late.
Oh yeah, the 88 car out there, all right.
Kelsey is looking back at the judges, ready to count it down.
14 big cars out here tonight, Brent.
That's a pretty good night.
We're going to see some metal mayhem.
Now, you know, it's raining pretty good, and the weather kept a lot of the fans out of the uncovered bleachers, but we've got a pretty good contingent here tonight despite that.
Yeah, our fans out here at the KDDA, come rain or shine, they are a great bunch of people that cheer us on and help keep us doing the sport of Demolition Derby. The 78 car of
Jeremy Steele
coming onto the track there late. I think we're ready now, Brent.
Yep, it's getting a little muddy here. This misty rain is starting to soak the track a little bit. Now, when you were out there in them, what, 2 races or 3 you did tonight?
Yeah.
Was it muddy on you? Were you getting splattered at all?
Oh, it was a good track, a little choppy, but here we go, Brent. As you see there, the 731.
Oh,
and
Jeremy Steele getting tagged by Sven.
Nice hit on the back of that clamshell wagon there. There's Dale Avery Jr. looking for something.
There's some good stuff going on here. Don Olin there in the 58.
Yeah, Billy Nielsen coming in, hitting the 731. Driver's door shot down there on the 78. Oh, here comes.
Oh, Mark Wheeler plows into Jeremy Steele.
Hang on, boys. We might be going down.
And Wheeler, what a move.
We got some.
Here comes Eric Nielsen. Oh, wow, what a hit.
We have some amazing action below us down here as well.
It's a Kmart parking lot.
Dale Avery Jr. coming in for the hit on Eric Nielsen.
Oh, we got a red flag, red flag. I don't see a fire. Somebody might be hurt. And Kelly Enzer, once again, the last man to stop hitting people.
It's a little hard sometimes to hear when you got the loud pipes coming through the hood. But
Yep, we haven't figured out where it is yet.
Looks like down here, Axel Harp, I believe, in the 55 car.
It is,
here on the wall.
And you can see the rain coming down as well. At least he looks like he's
He looks
okay.
like he's doing okay. That's a good thing.
His helmet's off.
Matter of fact, it was the last Derby 2 weeks ago where Dave McCarroll was hit in that exact same place and he broke his arm during a race.
He's
All
making
right,
his
Axel's
way out.
coming out. That's good.
And he's on his own.
When you get up against a wall like that, it really amplifies the hit.
Oh yeah, because there's no give in the car.
You're just, you're up against it, and well, he looks a little sore, but.
Oh, he's pointing at somebody. He's not happy.
Not real happy about something.
Well, that's the thing is.
Little steam coming out of his ears.
Sometimes we're all here to have fun, and sometimes people might do things a little out of line. You can't really tell, but.
This might be a little close to too much fun.
Yeah. Well, you get out there, you get heated. I mean, you get hit around, and
a lot of energy out there.
But usually, cooler heads prevail, and they'll come back.
Here.
They'll come back the next week to do it again.
Teamwork.
All right, looks like we're about ready to get this one back underway.
It's the 96 car that Axel was upset with. The driver of the 96 car, visitor Gary Romine. So we'll have to see how that one turns out.
Thank you.
Well, I could say he's up against the wall. Didn't look like it could have been a driver's door shot, but. All right, back underway. Here we go. 96.
A resumption of hostilities, as they say.
Looks like we got about 8 cars still running out here. See Dale Avery Jr. just trying to sight somebody in there.
Kowalski's smoking.
And here comes Junior Sukert on Dave Hero. And Dale Avery Jr. looking for someone to hit. There he is. He might have got Kowalski.
There he got him.
Junior Sukert laying the wood to Joe Kowalski.
Sukert, a man on a mission.
He's got that big brown station wagon just laying the hits down. You see him plow through Richardson and Lumpy. And here comes Rich Berger. Here he comes across the track. The one
It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
We got a big pile in the middle. And Junior.
Oh, Rich Bird tags Avery Jr.
Last tag, you're it, I think.
Rich is still running strong here. We still got, looks like 6 or 7 cars running good out there.
Jeff Hiscox in the 731 has just been told to pull his flag.
See Don Olin coming through the mess here. Oh, and Kowalski is getting tattooed over there. As Lumpy Jr. puts some hurting on Kelly Enzer.
Don Olin blew his tie rod on his front left. No, he's just blown the wheel. He's down to 2 tires. His front left is out and his rear right.
Junior Sukert is just laying them up and knocking them down here.
We have a couple of cars still running pretty good. That's Junior Sukert, Rich Burr, and the visitor, the 96 car, Gary Romine.
all the way from Chehalis. Thanks for coming up, Gary. Owen's got some movement. Lumpy Juniors might have some movement.
Oh, and you would have thought Sukit and Burr would have met each other there, but they missed.
You see Junior Suker taking it out on Joe Kowalski.
Joe Kowalski gets drilled.
And Don Olin is hunting him down, it looks like. I don't know what you think there, Brett, but that 116 looks like he's got a lot of car left.
And he's doing a lot of front-end hitting, and he's still in pretty good shape. Don Olin hemorrhaging coolant.
And there, Rich Burr
sparks a flying.
He might be hooked on Olin here. I can see his bumper is up. Olin got out.
Five cars left.
Still running strong.
And here he is, Don Olin in the wall.
Sukit almost put himself into the wall on that hit.
Here comes Rich Burr now. He's sizing up Olin. No! Olin gets him. 87 now.
That 116 keeps getting
Here comes
smaller.
Junior. He hits Olin over there. We've got Darrell Avery Jr., the 87, the 96 of Gary Romine, the 116 of Junior Suker, the 58 of Don Olin, and the 110 of Rich Burr is still in this one. And here comes Junior Suker. We got a little piece of Gary over there. And here comes Darrell Avery Jr.
Trying to catch up with Sukit, but Sukit able to get out of the way.
And Sukert has suffered some major damage to the front end of that station wagon.
Yeah, he's getting a little smoky.
Here comes Burr now. He's fired back up.
Speaking of fire, he's got fire shooting out his stack. A little fuel mixture problem?
At this point of the game, it's anyone's guess there, Brent. Dale Avery Jr., he's been taking a beating, but he's still going.
He is a madman. He won a lot of main events last year. He loves hitting people. Matter of fact, his dad told us he'd win more races if he quit hitting everybody.
Yeah, he's a wild man, but here we see Junior Sukert and Gary Romine getting together.
Dale Avery Jr. nicknamed the Hitman, and he takes it seriously. Burr's out of tires. Every tire he's got is blown.
Junior Sukert coming in there to break up the scrum between Lumpy and the 96 of Gary.
Junior's trying to turn that into a mini car.
You know, it looks like it's a 4-horse race, guys. We've got Junior Sukert, the 116, Dale Avery Jr., the 87, Rich Burr, the 110, and Gary Romine in the 96.
And if you look at the 116, his front bumper is down on his front tires, so he can't steer very well. So he might be out of commission unless he goes backwards, I think.
Okay, we've got
58 is pulled his flag, and there you see the 96 and the 87 coming together.
They were hooked up there for a moment.
At that point, that is the last hit so far between 87 and 96.
You know, you were right, Pat. Sukit's car, he's rolling up on that bumper, and it's not allowing him to go forward. I think he's done.
Yeah, he's got that thing wedged in there pretty good. And when you're in the driver's seat, you don't know anything that's wrong, you know.
And Rich Burr, he's got his front right tire left. That is it.
The wild man, Rich Burr, look at him go out there.
He's just slinging rubber and mud everywhere.
And you still got the 87 of Dale Avery Jr. and the 96 all the way from Chehalis, Gary Romine. And I think the 116 might be officially out of commission over there. And yep, he's going to be pulling his flag.
And the 58 quit spinning his tires.
Okay, Sukit should be getting 4th place.
Yeah.
And that'll be $75 and a trophy.
Now you see, we got the last 3 going here.
What do you think? You think Sukit did more than $75 worth of damage to that thing?
Well, I know the tires alone, one tire alone costs more than $75, so.
Yeah, you guys had a stack of them at the ranch this morning.
Yeah, that was some of the prize money from the main event last week.
Oh, look at the fire shooting on the 110 there, Rich Burr.
Looks like it's time for a barbecue.
Stack fire, that's just exhaust. Well, gas making it through the exhaust.
Yeah, he's burning some fuel off the stack there.
And these cars are, it's practically a wheelchair race at this point.
They just don't want to die.
Well, they're so damaged they can't hardly. They're like two heavyweight fighters that are completely out of gas.
I think they can.
Oh, I think Burr's going to end up being third, and it's going to be down to Hitman and Visitor.
No, don't count out Rich yet. He's got it lit up, but he's not going anywhere quick.
Well, he's running on rims at this point.
And the 96 gets it fired up, and it looks like he's going to
be the only one moving.
I think Mr. Romine's going to win this thing.
He's primed to.
Yeah, Burr is going to be timed out here shortly.
Real quick, as long as, unless if they come around him, Burr should.
Okay, he's just been told to pull his flag. Rich Burr is out, and Romine just needs to sit there because he's been tapping on Avery Jr. There's no reason to continue. He's going to win this thing.
Yeah.
And then he's going to have to contend with one upset man named Axel. Oh, we've got a red flag here.
Might be the 110 might be having a little oil fire. Yeah, he's got a little fire. The 110 in the front, you can see down in there on the passenger side.
That angle right there, but it's a very small fire.
Yeah, it's just a little oil. I think we're about
done anyway.
Yeah. The 96 car. Gary Romine hanging in there.
Kelsey looking to see if he can see the fire, and he can't, so he's not going to stop the race. This thing is done.
I would have to agree with you on that one, Brent. That was a lot of, there you have it.
And
what a great day.
Now we have our finalists. Looks like the winner is going to be Gary Romine in the 96. Dale Avery Jr. will take second place and take a $200 check. Third place will go to Rich Burr. And fourth,
Junior Suker. With the Chili Willy on top of his car there.
And while we got a moment here, if your write-in candidate for the last presidential election was Bo Duke, start building your car now because you are definitely a demolition derby driver.
And that's what you want to grow up and be.
Yeehaw!
It's been a great day. A crowd pleaser.
Yeah, the weather held out nice for us. Long enough to get all the racing in.
And the crowd held out too. Nice crowd today. Real nice, congenial people.
You know, as we end the program here, let's take one more chance and thank the crew. Thank you guys for joining me. Mickey running around digging up all the dirt for us. Mickey Ray Olds. Patrick Mopar Duncan taking some time, sacrificing a race or two and coming up here. We appreciate your insights. Nikki Lundberg standing in for you while you were gone. Security tonight was Earl Buchanan. Glenn Howes and Tony Taylor spotting for us again, the dynamic duo from last year. On camera we have Michael Mathis, Erica Bruder, and Kitty Campagna. Doc Parr doing the replay for us. Patricia Ann mixing the audio. Garrett doing a great job directing and assisting him running the switcher. Jason Scott and my wife Danette doing the still photography. And Dennis Olds helping to synchronize us up with Mickey Ray. They're handing out the trophies.
At least it made it worth his while driving several hundred miles from Chehalis to come up here and join us at Thunderbird Stadium for some Metal Mayhem.
It was a great night.
And we're done early too, so that's nice.
A good time was had by all.
And the weather finally came in enough to where everybody's taking off there. You got some volunteers up there cleaning up all the popcorn and candy from the...
Well, most of the people you see with the trash bags are some of the drivers. We are in charge of cleaning up the facilities. So if you don't clean up afterwards, you don't get your driver's pay.
because they could find you.
So, well, you got to check in and check out. So every night, that's part of our duties as a driver, to clean up the mess. Here we got a replay of 116 Junior Sukert and the 88 of Ken Richardson come together. And I believe this is Joe Kowalski.
He's trying to catch him.
And then there's the 96 Gary Romine catching Junior right across the axle there.
And end up hitting each other, Kowalski and Romine.
Yep. And then here we go.